this morning. Just out here enjoying the river. A little breakfast. Tell you, best breakfast in town right now, and it ain't no big restaurant or no place like that right here in Gatlinburg. It's Food City. That's $5. 3 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of sausage, and 2 biscuits for $5. And it's the same stuff that I'd cook at home. Them Pillsbury biscuits. I'd that swag sausage, and that's all I eat anyway. And then they got a good brand of, I can't remember what it is though. Maybe we'll get things up and going this morning. Looks like we got decent service. Brian Norris, good morning to you. We're just about to cut into a little bit of breakfast here. Good morning from Colorado. Nice. Colorado mornings are beautiful. Good morning, Scott Maley. And Scott Caveman. Morning. We're just getting up and enjoying the beautiful water out here today. I tell you, it's pretty. Irvine, Kentucky. What's up, Will Patrick? How you doing? Kobe, good to see you. Look at perfect peel, flaky biscuits. That's what I was just saying. Best place to get breakfast in Gatlinburg is a grocery store. Food City. Petal, Mississippi. What's up, Jackson? How you doing? Good morning. Fireman Gabe. Zachary eating Pillsbury biscuit, Swaggerty sausage, and I don't know what kind of bacon they got up there, but that's only $5. 2 biscuits, 2 sausage, 3 pieces of bacon for $5. Shit. Sour pecker deal of the day. You can't beat it. Where's everybody watching from this beautiful morning? That new baby's doing good. Sleeps good. She's trying to cut teeth right now, even though she's only 3 months old. What up, Shorty? Michael Hoover, how you doing, man? That's a good deal. I mean, it's a really good deal. And it's good food. That's the thing. It's just like what you cook at home. I mean, that's the same shit I cook at the house. For $5. No. Sausage biscuit. From up there at the Food City. There in Gatlinburg. Are you sponsored by Liberty Obrons? No, I wish I was, though. Fayetteville, North Carolina. How you doing? Dixon, Illinois. What's up, Brian? Doing good, old Red. Hope you're doing good. Man, look where I'm at. Shoot. Y'all know I'm doing good. I love it out here. I wake up in the morning, go get me a little breakfast bite up there. Don't even got to cook it. $5. Come sit down by this scene right here. Shoot. I'll flip it around and show you. How about now? Man, I can't have no luck with daggum YouTube. Oh. Wait, did it fix it or not? Oh, a tenderloin biscuit's good. Mark McKinney, how you doing, man? Nice, nice. You're a wizard, Harry. I didn't like you to turn your camera around. It turned your sound off. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I may have hit the microphone button up there because for some reason my mic went off. When I flopped it around, I didn't think I hit any buttons, but Hillbilly Central, what's going on, Shane? Or Shan? He was trolling. We can't hear you now. You were fine before. Oh, I ain't muted now. It's going. I'm not sure. There's very few words I don't know what they mean. I'd have to look that one up. I don't remember that one. You to go find her down hurt? That's not me, man. Some corn and such. Nice. Oh, nice. It's about time to start getting them fed good. Beer sticks, some sausage gravy. I really should. I'd have to make my own, though. I don't really like store-bought sausage gravy. Mermaids come out from the water, then what do? Well, take pictures together, post it on the internet, get famous, you know, go swimming. I've heard they got these things that you can breathe underwater or whatever, you know, who knows? I doubt there'd be mermaids in here. It's a bit shallow. Maybe little bitty things, maybe. Awesomely nature. Good morning, Red. We can hear you loud and clear. Have a blessed Friday. I know. Trolls ain't real good at it. They always have a certain cadence to their texts. I know that. They're just the way they type stuff. They're like 14-year-old kids giggling behind my keyboard. It's funny. I seen them both the other day. Actually, what was I watching? I was watching Sam Alvey's fight on YouTube, and it cut out. And somebody was like, oh, man, I can hear them good. What's wrong with you guys' phone? And he was getting all kind of people. It was kind of funny. Hell, boy. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Crawlmaids, they might have them. Yeah, part paper, part crawfish in here. Hey, let's see a little piece of bacon or two, Lord. The bacon's still hot, too, somehow. Because it's chilly out here today. It is. What do you reckon the temperature is? Right now, where I'm at. East Tennessee, for those of you who don't know. Thank you. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. I didn't even know it was Friday, Jeffrey. I completely forgot. Hey, Hal. That's a good show. Where am I? I'm in East Tennessee, outside of Gatlinburg, on the Little Pigeon River, more specifically in the Greenbrier section of the Smoky Mountain National Forest. Eating a little breakfast. I'll tell you. Y'all going up there eating that fast food and all that other stuff? I got that whole breakfast, 2 biscuits, 2 sausages, 3 pieces of bacon right there for $5 at the Food City down there. Been there a few times. Where you from, Sam? Shane? I can't see it really well. The restaurant where you were did the wing challenge for us all. Would you be willing to give another attempt in the future? Oh, for sure. For sure. Bigfoot Philly cheesesteak is awesome. 12 wings in 2 minutes and a drink. I think I beat it once and it beat me once. It's different seeing you without a chug tube thing. Don't you worry. It ain't very far away. I ain't never got on here and I always see a bunch of people stuffing their face when they're doing live. I thought, well, hell, I like to stuff my face. So that's what we're doing. I come down here, nice peaceful little river sit, ate a little breakfast, sat with you lovely people. The sun's getting to the point where I can't hardly read my comments, though. What do people call you, Lucky Red? Lucky Red just come about when I was a young'un, just because everybody always said I was real lucky. Mostly because, you know, I ain't a real good-looking fella, but I always had good-looking women, you know what I mean? Rock City. See, Rock City, that's some of the best advertising I've ever done. I believe that fella created Billboard Barn Advertising. That See Rock City fella. It is still there. I think there's still a couple barns with it painted on it. The original. Wife and kiddos are doing good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You ain't kidding, Pop Smurf. Monster Sweet should give you diabetes, Lordy mercy. Coming in today, I go back to the temperature thing. I was like, what y'all temperature think it is? Yeah, 57 degrees when I come in there this morning, about 61 right now. That's exactly right. Perfect weather. This time of day is a good time of day for critters, too. The other day I was down here, come up and visited with some folks and shotgunned a beverage for them and had my camera set down there and was on live. And otters come in and was bumping my tripod and knocking it around and everything. A mama and two babies. I swam down there to them, got within 5 or 7 feet of them. Got pictures of it. That's the biggest difference, Papa Smurf. Behind Bad YouTube. Do you have shirts on your channel or merchandise for sale? So where can I purchase one of them? Well, so I had some on the TikTok shop there for a little while. I kept getting all kind of issues through it. I've just never really been much of a merch person. I'm working on getting a shotgun there, a tool for beverages and such like that. I'm just really bad at social media. I'm good at people. I love people. Bad at social media. 1 million plus followers and subscribers across different platforms and still can't get my shit together. But I love you guys. I really do. Oh, let's go Brandon with a gold coin. Here's the thing, you guys. Just asked, how long did it take you to grow that beard, my guy? I was born with it. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I tell people all the time they hooked me up to a 1957 Chevy and popped me up and didn't hit the brake. That's how I ended up with a face. But no, I stopped shaving when I got out of the military. Damian George, good to see you in here. Y'all some early morningers. I usually catch y'all the evening. Beer stick or regular shotgun? You decide. This rock's hard on my no acetol. I got no booty. Love you, human. What's up, Carter? How you doing? Kells Valley Angel, how you doing, honey? Beer stick. All right. Beer stick is the first vote. About to crack a beer. Love you, Red. What's up, Nick Nipples? How you doing? Have a beer. Well, it's a little early. Not that that's ever stopped me. They don't really do much to me in the morning anyway. But right now, I'm going to have a Red Bull. Would you or have you done a Guinness? Oh, I love Guinness and a beer stick, Lord Cleve. Yes, Guinness is one of my favorite beverages. Good morning, everybody. Sports by the Gram. It's so good to see you guys. I didn't figure my 420 crowd would be up this early, but it's good to see y'all. Cheers, Lucky Red. Have you a great day, brother. Thank you, Damien. Morning to you, Ray's Place. I'm fixing to have some herbal medicine. I hear you, I do. My mustache got folded in it. I knew it as soon as I put it up there, but still damn tasty. I'm gonna go rinse that out. My mustache and the beer squeeze. Rinse out the old beard. Don't want to have a sticky Red Bull beard. I tell you that right now. Morning, Red. It's Taylor. What's up, Taylor? Good to see you. There's Gaz Edward. I bet he wants me to do some iron brew. Iron brew. Yeah, it gets so long at some point. Sometimes it messes with the seal, and I feel it start to shoot up my mustache as I'm a pushing on the thing there. It happens sometimes. PN30. I hear you. I do. Oh, AI runts. And now, that is a complete breakfast by the river. I haven't seen Turtle Man in a little bit. Miss Karen, how you doing? Absolutely, another gorgeous day. Gorgeous day. Like corn on the cob, LOL, all on my beard and mustache. I usually don't have too much problem with corn on the cob. Kells Valley Angel, thank you. Appreciate you guys tapping that screen. What do we got? We got 30 likes in the chat, 46 people. Do you have a favorite restaurant in the mountains as an apple butter restaurant? Oh, wait, the Apple Barn? That's a great place to eat. Lemon cherry gelato, nice. And apples, dual pen, lovely. I think this is a Mad Labs watermelon kush. I've never had Marmite. I can't, where do you find it? Marmite, Vegemite, that kind of thing. I can't find it here, guys. Rain and Rains, 1, 2, 3. Good to see you back in the chat. Good morning to you. I love seeing all my repeat people are coming back in. Sun's trying to peek through. It's been real pretty out there, though. In Hooch, England, what's up? Yes, the Apple Barn. Thank you for reminding me of the restaurant. Oh, it's an awesome place. I've heard Marmite is rough. Checking in for day 4, Miller Bucking Bulls. What's going on? I'm trying to stay consistent for you guys. That's been the hardest part of social media for me. You know, I got a bunch of kids, a family, and all the stuff that goes on in life. It's really hard to find time. Marmite is yummy. Hot Pink Andrew Dust, what's going on? I live in the UK, so might need to get it shipped over the pond. Oh, yeah, I can't find it. That's what I've heard, either love it or hate it. Kinda salty. Joshua Wiles, I hope to meet you next year when my wife and I celebrate our 10-year anniversary. We're going to come to the Smokies for the first time. We're going to try visiting some of your hangouts. That would be awesome. I would be honored. You just let me know. Robin Wickoff, what's going on? All you have to do is break out the banjo. Man, I tell you what, son, we'd have a lit live. Be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, we just did a beer stick of Red Bull. Just have a little breakfast by the water. Red, are you gonna do a hat giveaway anytime soon? I should do another one, Terry. I've been saying I'm gonna do one, but then I ain't got the blanks out. I did have 2 other blanks that I thought I had, but they were ruined. One got oil, mineral oil spilled on it, which it ain't no coming back from that really. I guess I could wash it in that oil removing stuff, but it'll always have a funky film to it. Because it was up in my closet. I have an old mineral oil lamp, and it leaked. And the other one was just really, really wrinkled up and had weird creases in it. It was one of the factory defective ones that was in the piles and just weren't good enough quality for that. Whereabouts am I? In East Tennessee, Robin. Howdy. How you doing, Variety Vault? I wonder. I didn't even think about it, but I wonder if that Miss Karen was the Karen I was talking to yesterday. Do half hot coffee. Do a half hot coffee. Just a half of one? Hot coffee's a rough one to beer stick. Over in Appalachians, I surely am. Yep, East Tennessee. Actually in the Smoky Mountain National Forest, not very far from the Appalachian Trail. How you doing? Waving right back at you. Variety Ball. It's good to see everybody this morning. We got 57 people in the chat. A beautiful day by the water. Marmite is a British staple, and yes, love it or hate it is what we say. Most people don't like it. If you had to describe the flavor, what would you say the flavor of Marmite was? Got a few minutes before I got to go head back to work. LOL, hopefully not long before I get off. Lee Moore, what's going on, man? Caught you in the morning this time. Well, not for you. Yeah, just in the afternoon, I reckon. Good eye from Australia. What's up, Random? Dang, dirty cheese socks up there in Canada. Vegemite is better than Marmite. What is the difference? Could someone please educate a hillbilly? We are educatable. Thank you for the gold coin, Lee Moore. Appreciate you. Raised in the swamps of Mississippi, now you're in Texas. Nice, Robin. I love it. Mississippi swampland and that area. Hey, there's some good food come out of that country. Real close to Louisiana cuisine. No job, pumpkin. What's going on? What the fuck? Vegemite got to be some new stuff. Oh, you don't know what Vegemite is, Project Zipper? Vegemite's more an Australian thing. It's like some kind of byproduct of some sort of process or something or another. You look like a fly fisherman. There's a bunch of them out today. I can fly fish. It's just one of them expensive holes to throw money in. Oh, man, we're going to have to find us a little spot. Let's go. Ow. My ass is getting sore sitting on that old round rock right there. We're going to sit over here in the shade somewhere. Y'all come with me. As it, yeah. Let's do a little rock hopping. Let's see. I know I got a shade spot up here. That was just a really nice spot to sit and have breakfast. The sun was coming up the river there real pretty like. We might get away with it in, well, let's go on down. Look how pretty it is out through here. Let y'all see what I get to see. All right. Sorry, I'm sure some of y'all getting car sick. Hold still. I got news for you. People been trying to get me to hold still my whole life. And it ain't worked yet. All right. Okay, here we go. I lost a bunch of comments. I've had Vegemite, it's real salty. 15, just 3 o'clock, they're nice. Oh, kind of a yeast taste. Half hot, not half the coffee. Oh, I see what you mean. Marmite and Vegemite are very similar. It's a salty yeast extract. Doesn't sound great, but spread slightly on toast with a lot of butter. Delicious. All right. Don't need much. That's what. So when I was in the Big Brother house, Bowie Jane she slept next to me, and she talked about Vegemite and Marmite and such like that, and that just takes a little bit, just enough to add a little flavor. Are you going to the Bass Pro Shops night race at Bristol Motor Speedway this year? If so, let's meet up and hang out there. I could hit them up. I don't know. We got an influencer booth up there that I got to let them know. How's your farm growing? Would be nice to get my own garden planted next year. Any advice for growing crop? It really depends on where you are as far as the advice you need. Salty, but it's literally its own taste. There isn't anything I can compare Marmite to. I'd love it. I need to get me a dang P.O. box. There's so many people on here, and I forget people like to, support creators and stuff like that by sending them things they can't normally get, stuff like that. I don't know. I've always been on here just to spread smiles, so I ain't never really put that stuff on there. But I'm going to get me a P.O. box. I've had a bunch of people ask me about it. Two-stroke, you're up early, too. Top of the morning to you. J-Stick. Well, the thing about it is, I didn't know it was still going, but YouTube would not let me sign back into live. I tried over and over again. It just wouldn't let me. It kept saying reconnecting. Everybody else was sending me messages saying, hey, people are still alive, waiting on you, and I couldn't get back in there. What's the name of this stream? Jeff McKinney, I got a wild hair just driving me crazy. This is the Little Pigeon River, so it's not a stream. I got a wild mustache hair turned up or something. But it's right outside of Gatlinburg. Got a little sun on my big old nose. Hard not to, that big old thing. Two-stroke, fuck Vegemite. I'd say the people that have tried too much of it. I think there's a way you got to eat it. So from my understanding, it's a very, you put a little dab of do you kind of shit. That'd be the difference in soaking something in hot sauce or adding hot sauce for flavor for some people, I think. Jerome, good morning. Hey, the Rolling Stoner in here too? I didn't see him. Hey, good afternoon from the Netherlands. Hope you're having a good one. It is a beautiful Friday. Dick Dickinson, can you attend to some comedy movie casting, please? We want to see you in a movie. I should. I need to try doing more movie stuff. I like acting. I love that kind of thing. Problem is, put me in a specific role because of who I am and how I'm dressed and the way people... But I can play any kind of role. I can get on there and, hell, I can play a damn... somebody with an accent from different... I can do all kind of stuff. But I look a very specific part. So unless it's like a Viking movie... a role for a moonshiner or some killer hillbillies, I don't know. Might be a tough cast. We are having a good one already there. There's Fred, how you doing? What's up, Jay Bake? Good to see you. I love the community we built on, so it really does, it warms my heart to see all my people coming in here and interacting with the other people that we see in here, and it's gotten to be a good amount of people. We stay consistently above 40 people in here, and I love it. Even though the chats are smaller than my TikTok chats, I feel like there's more of a family here. I can't see you in the next Glee movie. There's another Glee movie coming out. I could be. I took communications and drama and such like that in high school. The Creek Fisherman, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good morning to you. Thank you for the likes, Project Zipper. Appreciate you. What's our topic for this morning's discussion? I don't know. Anybody drop a topic. This is kind of one of them open forum type situations, guys. I'm an open book, and I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff that I don't know how I got it. But, you know, we talk about it. All kind of stuff. Got any specific subjects you want to talk about? Just drop it in the chat. I try to read every comment. Smith County, Tennessee, Smith County, Tennessee. Okay, I read that right. Is my hometown. Have a great Friday, Red. And the Red family in the chat. Thank you behind the badge. I appreciate it. Have a nice morning, dude. Greetings from Germany. What's up, Sebastian? We got a couple in there from Germany. Red, you ever rode an e-bike? I haven't. But I tell you, the first time I ever seen it was kind of a funny story. They weren't a big thing yet. Like, I mean, not to say that they weren't around, but not everybody and their brother had one like they do nowadays, right? And I went down to the Keys, and we drove in. And I seen this feller on a bicycle going with traffic the other way, keeping up with traffic and the pedaling. And I thought, what the world? This dude looked like he was set up for the Tour de France, but had big old fat tires on it and such like that. And it just puzzled my brain for a minute. And until somebody told me that was an electric bike, I thought that was Usain Bolt on a damn bicycle. Don't forget, Red can sing. Oh, Lordy, I fake it till I make it. That beard is magnificent. The moon landing is fake. What do you think? I think, I have two opinions on that, actually. Well, not two opinions, but I would say, did it happen when they said it happened? Maybe not. And that's why there's a controversy. But have we been there? Yes. I don't think that, you know, the moon's still outside of our reach, you know what I mean? But I think because of the space race that there may have been some reason, or at least some incentive and motive to fake such things, you know what I mean? So there are some discrepancies in the videos, one would say, that don't quite line up, and the number is pretty high on the amount of discrepancies. But that don't mean we didn't go. Matter of fact, we know that we went to the moon. Some people say we've never been, but we have the technology to see stuff on the moon that we've left there, so. A moonshine roll. Hey, bro, I'm seeing all your YouTube videos. Where do you mean grasses? Huh? You look like my friend. His nickname is Shotgun. He's Mexican. I'm just thinking, and wow. Awesome. Sound like a good-looking fella. Two-stroke, you in the mood this morning, ain't you? Literally just love listening to you ramble off about your knowledge and thoughts, and certainly entertaining to say the least, and fascinating to my little brain. Next trip to the sea, stop by Okeechobee. Oh, I'm planning on, you done said, Red, come, there's bass, we're putting you on them, so he's already locked in on that, there, SWC. So, what time do you usually get up? I have natural alarm as well. I also have kids, so typically I'm up, but I lay around. My natural alarm goes off in the 6 a.m. area. But I lay around trying to get what little sleep I can. My little boy likes to get up around that same time and come in there and lay in the bed, or before that, which really sucks. Thank you, Joshua. It is pretty. It's crazy they faked it and how it pulls all things into question. I do agree. Maybe we did go, but not on the Apollo. That is my opinion, Josie. Dre, I have been on YouTube, but not for very long with the lives and such like that. Dick Dickinson, just present yourself on as many castings as you can, and I guarantee you we will see you on the big screen, mate. I should check it out. It's just hard to find the time to go do them things, because you have to travel to places. I'll tell you, to be honest with you, a lot of the reasons I get to go anywhere, because I got so many kids, and I'm not really a financially minded individual. I'm really bad with money. I pay all my bills and such like that, but I believe in experience more so. I'm not a money-driven person, I guess because of my ADHD or whatever. But because of that, I don't have a lot of money to go do those things, right? So when you got 4 kids, it's hard to pick up for 3 days, pay all expenses, go over to San Diego to do this, go to this side of the country to do this, go to this side of the country to do that. It ain't cheap, not to mention I'm also the provider and protector and stuff of my household. So that makes it difficult as well. Even if I could do all that, you know what I mean, that's probably the toughest part. I understand the Southern dialects better than the British English as a German. How is that possible? I'm not sure, Sebastian. Maybe you've experienced them in different ways. Who's to say why anybody experiences anything? We're all a culmination of all of our experiences, and every person you've ever met is a little piece of you. Because every bit of knowledge that we get from the environment that we're in, right? So you only have the collection of information that's been presented to you as an individual, and awesomely, every one of us individuals has a different experience and different angles. Terry Miller from My Family, we love you, Red. Have a good weekend. How can, wait. Terry, you got me on TikTok, right? Send me a message on TikTok, Terry. I'll send you my phone number. Thank you, Dre. I appreciate you. What's up, Red? Always great to see you. From your good old Army buddies here. Appreciate you, Gunfighter. Thank you. Appreciate your service. Deerfield Beach. Paco the Dude. What's going on, man? Daryl Moss, good morning. It is a beautiful day, Daryl. wait. Hold on. J-Stick. I was only, if it was only all about the space race, the Soviets would have never acknowledged our accomplishments and then verified them for congratulating us. What nutrients would your garden be short on if your tomatoes won't turn red? They just get yellow, even the ones that are supposed to be red. That's interesting. So that's actually a sugar version. It wouldn't have much to do with the nutrient that's in your garden soil. There's a ripening mechanism, so if it'll grow, it'll ripen, right? And because that's built to fruit itself. So if it fruits, then it will ripen. I don't know what will be stopping it. Maybe you're not getting enough sunshine on your maters, is what I would say. So you have you're underlit. Would be my guess. What's up, Martin? Hi, Dre. You're a legend. Family's the best time you can have. Hope the family is blessed. They are. From one hillbilly to another. Hello. I didn't get the comment, Jeremy. Hold on. Backwoods of Missouri. What's going on? Laugh Hunter. Taters with or without gravy? I can do both, and it depends on the tater. So I like some taters like cubed up and then cooked well, but before you mash them, just add butter, salt, pepper, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, or half and half, and then just kind of lightly fold it over so you still got the chunks. Those taters I like. Basically, I guess the gravy is more like the butter and such like that, but that's a without gravy situation. A good mashed tater, brown gravy, if I'm having chicken and biscuits, or something like that, or maybe chopped steak with a brown gravy. You see my get big, I got excited about that. And I just take down breakfast. You get me excited about food there, Laugh Hunter. Well, yeah, both. Taters with and without gravy. Shout out to my Ireland people. My Irish folk. What's up, Christopher? Good to see you. This guy's definitely a frat bro, but never went to college. No, I did a little college. It weren't necessarily for me. Schooling and stuff like that ain't really for intelligent people or people that have addictive personalities or like to party. I graduated high school 2 years early, actually. But not a frat bro, outdrank all them. Plus, they did a bunch of dumb shit when they'd get drunk. Never was me. Wasn't me often. That's better. That's better. Mountain Water Live. Go! I ain't got none with me. Where are my ancestors from? Well, according to 23andMe, 71% Irish, a little bit of Scottish, and Norwegian. Just them three types. I looked through everything else, and I didn't have nothing else in me. I thought for sure, because I got kind of like a little eye flap right here, I thought for sure I'd have some kind of Mongolian or Asian or something like that in me, but I don't. Or maybe I just smoke a lot. I don't know. But my ancestors are probably from early hominids modified by extraterrestrials at some point. It depends on how far back you go. They even said I got a little Neanderthal DNA. Imagine that. Good morning, Hydra Breed. Good to see you. They verified them using our radio communications. I actually learned all about that when I got my amateur radio license. We also left behind laser light reflectors that they used again to verify them. That's right. College is trash. It ain't for smart people. Joshua Tattooer, what's going on, man? Good to see you back in the chat. Whenever you'll have any option to do casting, use the option, please. I want to see you in the Red Moon Red. That'd be awesome. I know, right? I've always thought that. I knew there's probably a little Irish, Scottish in that kind of thing, but at moonshine, give you four-wheel drive, a hillbilly shot wheel. That's a fact. Dave Copper, he's part son of Alba. Sure, maybe. You're the best, Andrew. Neanderthal is strong DNA. It really is. That's probably why I got like I also have a super athlete gene. I have a excessive lung gene. So I have like a really long breath hold, which I was great at diving in the Army because I could hold my breath over 4 minutes and never tried, never practiced or nothing like that. I just got lucky on the genetic thing. Daniel Peters, nitrogen. Is that just a Doug suggestion? I don't think I can drink it. Davy Copper in Scotland. Jimmy Jam, Texas says hello. We use bad shit, works great. On what? But I remember you doing that video. Oh, the hillbilly shot? Yeah. I missed a bunch of Oh, the Adirondacks. What's up, Daniel Peters? Good to see you. Did I say Daniel Peters? It may not be Daniel. I got a buddy named Daniel Peters. It is Daniel Peters. I got a good friend of mine. He's basically a brother of mine, Daniel and Noah Peters. I know you ain't that, Daniel. Where's your spear and pot of gold? I wish I had a pot of gold. That'd be great. Old O type. Yeah, that's one of the original bloodlines. I'm RH negative. Which is weird because I have really old blood origins, but I have a very small percentage of a rare blood. So, Evelyn says hello. What's up, Mark Hendricks? How you doing? That hillbilly shot video was amazing. That was, from Al's point of view, is what I'll say. Typo negative, yep. Anita Bath, 99. Oompa Loompa. I suppose I am a bit orange. That's what my tan turned into. I can't help it. Not my fault. Typo is handy. Yeah, being a donor, universal donor, that's awesome stuff. I can understand the questioning of when we exactly landed on the moon, but whether we went or not is pretty obvious. Just my opinion. Only respect others' opinions. No worry. Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, it was sketchy. There's enough discrepancies to say that it probably wasn't the way it was said. Daniel Peters laughing at me. Good. I hope so. I think we're doing all right hiding by the sun right now. Went behind the trees finally. It was real dapple in here and the lighting gets terrible. Mead, LMO, anything to get on YouTube. What do you mean? Typo Negative was my brother's favorite band. That is a band, because Cassini Data looking interesting. I don't know what that is, baby. Thanks for being elected. Thank you. I'll appreciate you. I have a hard time believing we went to the moon before we had automatic windows. No, I mean, I think we went very shortly after they said we went. Matter of fact, the technology we had, we got more in a watch back, like a regular watch, than what we had back then. And I get that, right? There was some reason to go politically and all that other stuff. But I think we went very close to that time, just not exactly when we said we went. Peter Steele, Brit, Vaporize. Ayo, love from Syria. What's up, Ash? I don't think it was the technology holding us back. I think because as a people, we've shown that we will go do things that we are developed for as a species, right? Like deep sea exploration. You know how many people have collapsed, even recently with the submarine disasters and such like that. You know what I mean? But that is exploration. You know, that's how we find those things. We love you in Turkey. Nice. So Turkey's fascinating. So Turkey to me, I've always wanted to visit Göbekli Tepe. I think Turkey is, home to some of the oldest lines of, DNA that are like truly human that there is out there. I think actually Turkey may have existed in one of our golden age cycles before maybe even Egyptians. Why does this matter? Pat L77, it only matters to the people that are commenting in the chat. It doesn't really matter to anybody else other than the people in here and the people that put value on it. And the value of anything in any conversation is relative to the people that are listening to it and the information that they're pulling from it. So really, that's up to you. We definitely will do that. I was about to mention that submersible that collapsed. Hey's the four-wheel drive guy. Hey, how you doing, Dane? We know more about space than we do our oceans. That's a fact. Because of the limitations of that our oceans provide. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of pressure. You get down there on the bottom, it takes some serious like building up to withstand pressure of, 100,000 atmospheres. What up, Red? Shouting out from Utah. What's going on, Josh? But nope. Born and raised in upstate New York in the Adirondacks. Nice, Danny. I couldn't make sense of the rest of the comments you had going there because maybe they were coming in pieces, but where can I learn to make shine? You can learn right here. Not every other channel I can teach you how to make shine right here. How's it going, guys? Y'all catch anything? This little hole right here on the other side of this rock, just past this thing, there's a couple trout that'll usually sit right in there. You can hit them from this beach over here, or you can come down this trail just the other side of this big rock. I've caught several trout out of there. You can actually see them. But yeah, I can teach you to make shine right on here. Missy, it is a beautiful day. I mean, an absolutely gorgeous day in the mountains. When people ask me if I believe the earth is round or flat, I tell them I don't care. It won't change how much weed I smoke. I love for that too. Oh, that's relative too. Oh, goodness. Yeah, any questions you got about want to make shine, I'd be happy to inform you. Marcus Cornelius Tertullanius. I like that name. I'm not in West Virginia. Almost heaven, West Virginia. The Blue Ridge Mountains are in actually Southwest Virginia, not West Virginia, just so you guys know. Which mountains? We are in the Appalachian Mountain chain. Actually, just outside of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is the most visited national park in America, 14 million visitors a year. More specifically in the Greenbrier section of the Smoky Mountain National Forest, just outside of Gatlinburg, in between Gatlinburg and what's called Cosby, a little bitty moonshine town. Good morning, Aaron. How you doing? Rotisserie chicken. I just read your name. As the British government is cutting the budget on astrophysics, mothballing, and mothballing observatories. That's wild. That's wild. Because our next hope, because we are outgrowing our ball, is, becoming a space-faring species. And that's within the next few hundred years, mind you, not an immediate future. My mom and dad was a moonshiner back in the day in Lewis County, Kentucky. Nice. Mechanicsville. Nice. Like my fiance's from Hillsville, Virginia. I still got hiccups from breakfast and beverage this morning. Not every other channel. You go to the Smokies every year? A lot of people do. Family and I usually visit Gatlinburg yearly. We'd like to find a good cabin rental that's secluded. Any recommendations? I got tons of them. Miller Bucking Bulls. You can check out Heavenly Cabins. They have all kind of stuff in the great places. Those are your higher end luxury cabins. If you're looking for more like out where ain't nobody bothering you on the side of a mountain, that kind of thing, there's a few other cabins. Don't look at like Cabins to Go. Don't look at there's a couple like Vacasa and all them other ones. I'm trying to think of the name of that company. Smoky Mountain Vacation Cabins. They're another good one. They have several properties and really good management. I hope you're taking notes. What type of setup do you prefer, Red, for making shine? Do you prefer all copper versus other materials? I prefer mostly copper, right? But all copper, yes, for sure. If I had to run on something else, if my pot was stainless and I have a copper cape and cap and arm, I'm great. I really don't like running on full stainless, but it won't stop me. I'm still going to make liquor. I just add copper to it. So either a copper mesh in the arm or some copper rings in the bottom. Copper helps draw sulfites from your liquor. That's why I believe in a copper stick. Right, but for me, my favorite rig is just a simple old turkey burner pot. And I can make a wood burning, I can build a furnace and all that other stuff, but it is a lot of work to make a little liquor when you can just have a pot, throw it on turkey burner, turn that bad boy on, and, you know, stir it up and let it roll. Deliverance vibes. We in the middle of bumfuck, and you got a pretty mouth. It's kind of like that around here, but without those people. It's sadly across all sciences, Red. Honestly, I know. I've seen that, unfortunately. Well, they want the least amount of that information to get out to the general public. They are hurting sheeple. Make no mistake. Smoky Mountains, that's my favorite. I take my camper there. I drive from St. Louis. Very beautiful. It is beautiful up here. Howdy, lovely Linda. Good to see you, darling. Baby copper mini bolts is a shine. Well, it depends. And you're talking about proof, like amperage, but are we using other terms? I like doing that. Actually, I say leaded and unleaded and stuff like that for things what's got sugar or no sugar or caffeine, no caffeine kind of thing. So I think I get what you're saying there. It depends on what you're running. It depends on your mash and all kind of other factors and when you stop running it and whether or not you blend it. But your mean proof overall of a general run, if we're talking general rule of thumb and you're just doing, say, a sugar wash on a regular pot like mine, which would be considered a coffin pot or a turtle pot, right? Just a standard pot, cape, cap, arm, thumper, and a worm. Yeah, your mean proof will generally be about 130 proof after you've mixed your higher end run with your lower end of your run, your hearts and your tails. Hey, what's up, Cheyenne? Jumped in here, so you're alive. Give you a thumbs up. Appreciate you, Randy Jones. Virgo Beauty, thank you. From South Carolina. I ain't all the new subscribers I can get. Guys, if y'all ain't subscribing, what are you doing? Have a good time over here. Hollandia! What's up, Martin? Martine, sorry. Jesus wept, shortest verse in the Bible. Smoky Mountain Vacation Cabins. Smoky Mountain Cabins for rentals. There's all kinds of them. But Smoky Mountain Vacation Cabins is a good one. I can't remember. So my friend just started up a new management company, and they're having great reviews, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff for people coming in, especially people that watch my stuff. I just can't remember. I don't want to tell you guys wrong. I got a memory shorter than my little finger there. What streaming platform do you use most for your content? What platform do you prefer to stream on? So actually, Behind the Badge Tact Ops, I just started doing the YouTubes, and I like this. I really love like the family environment that happens with YouTube, like the community that's built up. I have a bigger following on TikTok. I have, I guess, almost 900,000 followers, 885,000, something like that. And but it just, I guess, because I have so many, you get a lot more people that are in there coming and going. They just, you know, there's no real, not to say that there's never any meaning to it. It just seems more cohesive here, if that makes sense. So I prefer to stream here, and I post a lot of content on TikTok, YouTube, and recently I got up to, I mean, I just started at a Facebook about a few months ago, and I'm up to 55,000 subs there, so that's pretty cool. They finally went over to pitch that hoe. You said my name. I did say your name, Martine. I'm telling you, Corey. Shoot. Alicia Reed gonna have to make a drink or two later on. Oh, I will. No problem, I'll try. Yeah, that's really sad, David. They're doing the same thing here. Maybe not with certain areas of science, research, and development, but we still need to get ourselves back from the corporations. And that's gonna get harder and harder, guys. Hard to put a you know, Pandora back in the box, so to speak. Gus's chicken. I don't reckon I've ever had Gus's chicken. Cheers, Davey. Who sent me 100? Thank you. I appreciate you, Aaron. Yeah, the Smokies are awesome, Alicia. Shorter than a Minner's Pecker. Slicker than a Minner's. Oh, yeah, my memory is as well. Oh, yeah, I forgot I said that earlier. Love that when you say slipper than a Minner's Pecker. It cracks me up. I've always said, it's something I've always said. There's them fellas I was telling the fish over on that rock. Oh, in Nashville. Wait, it's a hot chicken place, right? I think I have been to Gus's Chicken. And it was good. Even their medium was spicy though. If it's the place that I'm thinking of, it's like not Broadway downtown, but like downtown, like the music area where a lot of your recording companies and stuff are, I believe. Lovely Linda, the criminals run our country, so who's coming to save us? Nobody coming to save you. That's the thing. We as the American people, have that responsibility of ourselves, unfortunately. I like it that he says people's names. I don't like to see you in a movie. I know you done too. I don't like to see you in a movie. I know you done TV shows. Yeah, I've done TV. A movie would be good too. But if you don't want to see me in it, you just don't have to watch it. But I know you would, Randy Jones. You'd watch it. Oh, it's hot chicken. I thought so, Susan. Yes, I have had Gus's chicken. Stayed in an old cabin up there. Great experience. Nice. And the Smokies cabins. There's a bunch of them. Gotta run. Hey, see you, Terry, brother. Hey, like I said, shoot me a message on TikTok, and I'll get you my number. Gonna practice for 420. Me too. Let's do it. Largest army on the planet. And yeah, and that's exactly what they're trying to prevent. By the separation through politics, by the separation through all the other BS and all that other stuff. That's by design. Inherently, people are good. Good day, Donnie. How you doing? Does all that chugging hurt your stomach? Not really, Susan. Wait. What type of overalls do you wear and do they get hot? I wear Liberty. Liberty. Different commercial. Liberty. Also different commercial. Same commercial as the other one, but yeah, Liberty overalls. And no, they don't get hot. That's why I don't wear a shirt. I mean, this is my shirt. Daily. It was actually, this morning, it was actually kind of cool. 57 degrees when I drove into here. It's probably about 62, 63 right now, warming up as the sun comes out, as y'all can see behind me. Fella trying to flick him a fly out yonder. What's the difference between a normal shot and a hillbilly shot? Well, volume will be the difference, the major difference. So about how much is there, really? From South Wales, what's going on, Welsh Bob? How you doing? Red, you're my favorite hillbilly. Thank you, Oz. I appreciate you. Liberties are the best. They're comfortable. They're stitched well. They're durable. You know, you got some other ones. I think another really good thing about the zipper's in the right place. There's some other overall brands. That zipper comes up past your belly button, and that's weird. And I get it. You know, some big guys got to have a little bit extra zipper, and overalls is kind of made for big guys to keep your britches up. It's basically suspenders built into a pair of britches. But for me, it just puts the zipper in a weird spot. I don't like it. It's strange. No skeeters. No skeeters? Not really right now. Actually, you know what? Down here by the river, we don't really have, because it moves so well, there ain't really many pools where they have time to set up in. But the ticks, I believe they releasing ticks or something. I ain't never had, everybody talked on the internet this year about how they releasing ticks. I was like, oh, BS. I don't even have ticks where I'm out here in Tennessee. I got a chicken, she eats them all for years now. I've lived on my mountain and picked maybe 2 ticks off my dog a year because he goes and runs wild in the woods. This year, I've already pulled 20, 30 ticks off of my little puppy, Amos Moses, just letting him go outside to go to the bathroom in the yard. So there's something going on. I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but I am a realist and an observerator. No, that's not a word. You got married in Gatlinburg? That's awesome, Susan. So it gets like 90. Oh, it gets hot here. Don't get me wrong. It gets hot here. Wait, we made it to 100? Let's go! 100 likes. No way. And 64 Jimmy Jules. You guys are awesome. People don't understand how nice a pair of bibs are. They really are. Fergus Gunn from Dublin. How you doing, Fergus? Good to see you. Just made your day. Why's that, Susan? They releasing ticks. They also did 9/11 and JFK. The USS Liberty. Alex just dropped it out. He's like, wait, he said ticks. Drop them. All the conspiracies. It's insane. Bill Gates is messing with the ticks in the skitter. It's not. Bill Gates got it. So for me, it makes sense. I mean, the alpha gal and then all this like lab-grown meats and I don't know. There may be some connections. Who knows? But you can make connections anyway. Keep hearing about ticks, guys, not just from America. It's crazy. It's crazy. And well, the thing is, they found these documents and stuff like that about them talking about releasing large amounts of insects to do this or to do that. Like, don't think the powers that be ain't a messing with the masses. Because it's been going on since the beginning. Hell, religion was created to police people, to give you something to answer for. You know, if you did good things, you got good stuff. If you did bad things, you got really bad stuff. That's where hell come from. I believe Bill Gates is a villain as well. I am of that mind. I believe on a level of world power, when you have that much money, there's no, like, even if you were started out inherently good, I think the corruption that comes along with it, it'd be hard to avoid. Well, the thing about ticks is some ticks biting you can give you alpha-gal. And alpha-gal syndrome makes you allergic to beef. So I think even if it ain't like what's the word? I'm having a brain fart. Even if it ain't being like intentionally harmful, there's a way better word for that. If nothing else, they trying to cut down on the usage of beef or something like that. They trying to modify the way humans consume things on some level. Alpha-gal gives you an allergy to red meat, right? I'd say that's the biggest reason that they'd be doing, especially being that Bill Gates has a big interest in fake meat. And the only thing that's going to rival that is going to be real meat. So if you get everybody out there that's allergic, or a bunch of people allergic to red meat, now you've hit a market. Do you know that cows outnumber humans on this planet? What's up, Joy? How you doing? Southern Oregon. What's up, Lori? How are you? I had to Google this. Thought it was a giggle. Reduce carbon. There was some good done, like holding back the screwworm, but we've completely lost all faith in the powers that are doing the right thing anymore. Right. I have definitely seen an uptick in ticks, an increase, for sure. Weekend Warrior, what's going on? We're just hanging out by the river, as we normally do, enjoying the beautiful weather of Appalachia, soaking it in. Guys, we got 62 people in here and maybe some people that have never been here before. Where are you watching from if you're new to the chat? Also, don't forget to subscribe. We do these daily lives almost daily. I try anyway. It is tough, and sometimes twice a day. From Iowa, Kyle Tully back in the chat. I don't really have time to do them anymore, but so once you make you a good pot, it lasts for years and years and years. If I had to build me one, I could. Although, Kels, thank you for the chili. 5 days in a row, that's what I'm talking about. I've been on it. Who do you think is playing the best BB-28 so far? Smoky Mountain Life. I have not been watching. I've got them recorded. I have no idea. I get a couple of like clips going here and there, but I haven't been keeping up with the house guest this year at all. I know I'm a bad BB player for it, but I never watched the stuff before I went in there, television at all. But I will watch it. I will watch it. What's up, IMAs? Knoxville. I wish I was right there with you. SSS FK4CZ. How you doing? What's the freakiest thing you ever saw in the Appalachian Mountains? I don't know if I can say that on here. Oh, you mean like cryptid, that kind of thing? No. So actually, foxfire is pretty creepy. So when you see things glowing in the night, when you're walking on trails that shouldn't be glowing, it's a bit creepy. Don't want to hog up the chat, Red. Thank you so much for reading our comments and mine. I really appreciate you. Love you, human. I love you, humans, too. That's why I'm reading all the comments, because I love the interaction, guys. I don't understand the people that get on here, go live, and just ignore everybody. How do they keep anybody in the chat? I mean, what else do you do? Do a liter of moonshine real quick. Straighten up. We got things to do today. A liter of moonshine. Hike at night is a trip. It really is. I love night hiking. Old things live in these old woods. That's a fact. Appalachian Mountain Chain is one of the oldest mountain chains on the planet, and there are, in fact, old energies here. I don't know if they embody physical beings, but there's definitely energies you walk into in different areas of Appalachia that are palpable. Meaning you feel it. Like you notice that something's changed. Now, I don't know where to put that. So for me, my scientific mind says, well, is it ghosts, goblins, boogers, whatever you want to call it? For me, my mind says more likely, energies has to transition somewhere, right? different things have different energy, maybe it's those things that congregate in certain areas. There's a lot of stuff about the planet we don't know, and anything with lack of knowledge could potentially seem like magic, right? Especially to an uneducated or ignorant mind. So, although I don't understand ghosts and goblins and critters and all that other stuff, I do think that there's something to it. I just don't know the scientific mechanism behind it. But some type of energy manipulation from existence of potentially energy beings, or just however you want to put it. Are you Bigfoot in the jungle? I'm not in the jungle. I'm in the, well, I guess I'm kind of in it. This is a deciduous rainforest, I suppose. Survivor, Devin's Big BB-28 is really funny. I didn't watch the Survivor show. How about wild people? Some of them do. I don't want to say necessarily feral people. I'm sure there are some. I mean, this is a big area that we live in, and some people are geographically isolated, intentionally and unintentionally, I think, still yet. But do you make a popcorn setup or like a regular setup? It really depends. So popcorn had a big pot. He had a big sloppy, big old 500-gallon, whatever. I don't have nothing that big. Biggest I got is 25-gallon. It is very peaceful in the mountains. I was on Big Brother, season 25. The universe is all about energy, vibrations, and manifestations from thoughts, energy, and vibrations. Sounds you make. Nice beard, man. Thank you, Born to Do It. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that because it's out of sight, out of mind. You know what I mean? It's hard to measure those energies. Every thought is an electrical impulse, and that impulse becomes something that's created. It has weight, not only in its like reception, you know, on how someone perceives what you're saying, but also in the fact that you created an electrical impulse, which created a thought, and a thought is a something. It's a tangible something. We can register it. We know it makes little marks on a graph when we put cephalograms or whatever they call them on your melon or whatever. So it's just a matter of how we understand it that's going to change. Thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate you. Behind the badge would be a great idea for a lucky red drink. If you made a drink, what flavor would best suit you? Non-alcoholic, raspberry, red raspberry. I love raspberry. It's delicious. That's probably one of my favorite fruits. Mount skunk grass any different than Missouri? Probably not by much, Kyle. A lot of it's imported anyway from the areas where it does grow well. Missouri being out there in the middle, I mean, everyone has a knowledge now, you know, it's accessible to grow really good stuff. But as far as just wild grown, it just really depends on the nutrients of your soil and where you're at. But it'll all grow about anywhere in America. I'm talking about the small one deep in the woods made out of mud. Oh, I built those. So there's a museum out on 66 that had a moonshine walkthrough, Tennessee Shine Company, and I built not only the steel that went in it, but we also built the furnace from rocks right off my property. Have you seen more bears this year? I've seen a lot of bike riding. Oh, there's been a lot of bears out this year. It's been a really, really wet year, so typically they're more in the woods. Corey, California says, congratulations on coming out. Well, I ain't gonna stay inside all day. I'm more of an outside type fella. Maximus Kiowa. Where's your sister wife? I don't have sister wife, just one wife. That's the Mormons that have sister wives. If you're talking about where's my wife that is also my sister, wrong kind of hillbilly. And actually, that don't even happen as much anymore as you think. The reason that did happen back in the day was geographic isolation of the people that were in the hollers and such like that. You know, cousins got together and such, because at the end of the day, you know, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, and they'll do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. That's a fact that, you know, you're driven by hormones and such. So, not to say that it's right, but it is nowhere near as prevalent as it used to be. And matter of fact, I don't know any inbred people. I know a family. I did grow up close to one family that was inbred when I was a kid, but I don't know any around here. Born to Do It. Look at Hinduism. Actually, there's a lot of great bits of information from every religious text, because they're old texts, right? And observations of people that have a different environment. We are drops of consciousness, like rain. We are fated to return to the universe. Death is temporary. Energy and thoughts and power is the universe. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. I see that. You know what I mean? No, I don't live outside. It's a nice that I can order. Well, you can't order it. I don't have it online, but I do have a Red's Raspberry Eau de Vie. It's 100 proof, and it Eau de Vie translates to water of life. It's aged brandy, so we haven't put it in a barrel, but it does have that very forward fruit raspberry kind of a taste, and then it has a nice 100 proof kick. Makes a fire screwdriver, except it's not a vodka. Thank you for the entertainment videos. You are the best. Ah, thank you, Gene. I appreciate you. Affectionate Mountain Volcano. What's going on? Randy up there in Detroit, Michigan. What's the difference between a hillbilly versus a ridge runner? I suppose it's all just terms for people that are mountainous folks. I'm more of what you call a Mountain William. Tome says the data centers are sucking the water down underground for all people that are going to have the bunker down. I mean, I don't know that that's the case, but I do know that even though this planet is made of water, we do have a bit of a water crisis and a soil crisis that isn't necessarily evident. Now, I don't know if all the data centers are doing that, but I know it takes an incredible amount of power to run a data center. How do you make your pot? Next slide, can you show your setup? I don't know. I don't know what the guidelines are on that. I probably could. Sunday, I'll go see my buddy Bam, my tattoo artist. And yeah, I may be able to do that. I got my batch pot I'll show you. So it's easy to make your pot. It depends on the volume that you want to get, but typically if you cut about 14 inches tall, 14 to 18, depending on how tall you want your pot to stand, if you want a 10-gallon pot. And then, I can't remember the dimensions, but however round you want it, you got to take pi by 3, right? That's how you get the circumference that you want for your cap and all that other stuff. Do you need me to go through like the whole process on how to make a stick? What kind of shampoo do you use? A lot of the shampoo, a lot of people, Pantene Pro V is all I use on my beard and on my hair. I mean, it does just fine. Allie Mae, she says that I shouldn't be using Pantene Pro V because the internet says it makes your hair fall out. Well, I've not had any problem with that yet. Now I just got hair everywhere. But yeah, I shampoo and condition my beard and my hair every single day. A lot of people don't. Apparently something about natural oils, whatever, I don't care. I keep it clean. No, I did not marry my sister. People just come in here, they think they're trolling because I'm wearing overalls and I got a hat and all that, and they're like, oh, he must be married to his sister. And they think they're cute or whatever, and I just like to play with it a little bit. He who controls the water controls the world. What's up, Scott? How you doing, brother? Tome, let's see, damn, I wish I could grow here in my head at 67. It's gone. Oh, wish you could grow hair. I got you. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. Be nice, people. Fuck the trolls. Your marketing is priceless. I know. Hey, they don't bother me at all. Matter of fact, I find it funny. And also some sad. It's kind of like watching a sad clown. I'll make sure to tune in Sunday so I can see that. Yeah, I'll run a live and we'll do that. I don't know that we'll run a batch. We'll have to see if the mash is ready. It's maybe, I don't know. It's up in the air. Data centers are going to destroy the freshwater supply. There's a good chance of it. We do have a high appetite for data. There's also a really good chance that we come up with the technology because that's a problem to circumvent that or figure out a way around it. Data centers in space is actually the key. Everything's cool up there. You're talking about absolute zero, the vacuum, such like that. You don't need moisture. So, that bear of a beard. Ben James, I think I stopped shaving in 2005 when I got out of the Army. Smoky Mountains are perfect right now. It's about 65 degrees. The sun is out. Perfect day. No humidity, almost zero humidity. Coming to Gatlinburg next weekend. Awesome. Favorite mash recipe? Well, I do a white corn and birch, and it has a wintergreen kind of a taste to it, and it's just like drinking the freshest mountain spring with a touch of wintergreen on the very end, and it is a phenomenal drop. It takes a lot to make it, a lot of work. You got to take a drawing knife and strip a bunch of bark, cut your birch poles and all that other stuff. And if you got a good birch stand, it ain't too hard on the environment because they need to be thinned out. But some people don't, so it ain't a popsicles. Sorry, comments catch my brain there. But yeah, so I strip the birch bark off of the trees when the sap is up in them, and you got the most flavor. And it peels easier that way too, so it ain't as much work with the drawing knife. And then you make a tea out of it. And then you have your corn. I do a malted corn, and then I'll ferment that. Add my amylase, break it down, and then bring the two of them together and let them ferment together with sugar later on. And then it really adds just a really nice corn and birch kind of flavor that's just super sippable. Even at 100 proof, you can drink it, and it goes down and finishes like water. It's awesome. Thank you for support, Ben James. Appreciate you. Stream sounds great to see you chug a 24-ounce Arizona tea. What would you pay to see that? I got one in my bag right now. My belly's kind of full, but I'd do it. I'm kidding. Listen, if y'all just wait and not seen any money, I'll most of the time do things like that anyway. But I do have a watermelon Arizona in my... That's not a tea, though. See you, crazy pipe fitter. Take care, man. Did you have camel fighter? So actually, I was never in the desert. Although I was an Iraqi freedom veteran, I was an Army diver. So I was never deployed or anything like that. No big hero resume or anything like that. No tours and stuff like that. I was really good at what I done. Unfortunately, my body broke. I broke my hip in an accident. So. A dip and a dab, Barella, come on. That's a decent Hubbard. Hubbard the pervert. That's a really controversial character. Like, it's a character like you kind of like, you're not supposed to like them, but you love to hate them. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Chris. Kids want some popsicles? Something's bit me. Twisted tea. I am in Tennessee now. Camel fighters wouldn't fight, so we throw scorpions in there with them. They'll fight them like I wish I had a banjo. Not sure if I want to be awake. I hear you, Chris. This morning, I didn't want to be either. Look, I woke up, usually I got me about an hour where I just lay there, man, and I listen to everything, and I wake up slow, and I'll check my phone a little bit. I don't scroll, but I'll check it and see what's going on there. This morning, my little boy coming there and was just bed hogging. I mean, pushing me to one side or the other and everything. And I just ended up getting up. Gunfighter, Red Buddy, you're one of the best. Keep doing what you're doing. God bless as always. From your Army boys, always big supporters in every fort across the country and overseas. Thank you, Gunfighter. That means a lot. Which hot sauce recommendation? Hold on. I know Echelon don't make no hot sauce. I know they don't. I'm picking at you, Chris. Dirt bike. I'm a redhead. Nice. Where's your moonshine? I didn't bring none today. Crazy pipe fitter. Have a great day. Oh, I'm that far behind. Oh, my God. Hey, that ain't too bad. You kids want some popsicles? Whoever eats the most of an all PMs wins. What do you think, Jesse? Hello, Herbert. I like doing different cartoon voices and stuff like that. A lot of the Family Guy voices are hard because Seth has just got such a unique voice. Yellow poaching. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Riot water. Ribs. Baby girl, what's she learning now? How to stick her tongue out and blow bubbles. She's done a lot of that. Enough alcohol on Twisted Tea, it's no good. Well, the thing about Twisted, they really ain't that great. I don't like tea, and for some reason, they if you drink a whole bunch of them, they're not easy on your gut. I get heartburn every time. But I do like the Twisted Tea lemonades. Them some bitches is fire now. Whatever happened to cartoons? Is that new? The lemonade? Oh, the Twisted Tea lemonade comes in 3 in the pack. It's like a variety pack, but I wish they sold them by the 12 pack. The thing about it is, you can't really taste the alcohol. It's better than any lemonade drink Mike ever thought about coming out with. Okay, Mike's Hard is swill compared to the lemonade that comes out of that Twisted Tea. Man, it's got like this little hint of vanilla on the back end of it that just really like pulls it all together. You still get the tart, but it smooths it out at the end. It's exceptional. Nope, East Tennessee, but real close. I am the guy that chugged the moonshine, yep. Oh, the General's hot sauce, I do remember that. Veteran founded owned company, no dyes. Yes, I do remember that. Oh, the grenade-shaped bottles, I've seen those. Italian icy. Nice. Just a hand of Neller. But it's fire. Favorite jokes about us crayon eaters? Crayons are terrible. They're not tasty. They don't taste anything like the color, I tell you that. And even the scented ones are garbage. 1,000 proof. You can't even get 200 proof. Do it again on stream. I want to see some 4-wheel drive action. Too long to recover, Yolanda. But I have done. We've had some Shine Day streams, have we not, chat? Herbert as a character, but still want to kick him down the stairs. Yes, yes, and I think that's why he's such a successful character on there. You know, one of my other favorite character voices to do, and it's a funny one, but it's fun, and I do it all the time. King Candy, or what's that guy's name? I know the chat's gonna know, and I'm having a brain fart. You remember the guy that does the laughing scene in Mary Poppins, where Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins is in there trying to get him down from the ceiling because he's laughing or something, right? What's that guy's name? Coconut's my favorite flavor. I like coconut if it's not. It depends on the coconut. Sometimes it can taste like sunscreen. I like natural coconut, like the taste of regular coconut. I've chugged a bottle of Jaeger. I did a funnel of Jägermeister one time. Actually, that video I think might still be up on my YouTube. I think people who eat candy corn, they are crayon. Candy corn is just the extra crayons they have left over after making crayons, and they put some sugar in. The white crayons are coconut flavored. A fake noodle, an impasta. That's right. What was the one yesterday? What do you call a moose with no name? Anonymous. I like that. That was a good one. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo, being we're doing animal-themed things? One's a real heavy critter, and the other is a little lighter. I thought about trying to join the Army to be a small arms repairman. You should. You're still the age that they'll take you in right now. Are you in a creek behind my shop right now? I don't think so, Cornbread. Where's your shop? We ain't even nowhere near a shop. Unless your shop is Greenbrier Grocery, which is pretty close. Cartman. Oh, that's a fun one to do. I can do Cartman every now and again from South Park. No, one of my favorites is I can't remember the name of that actor, though. That's what I was trying to remember. Rolling with Stones, I haven't watched any Big Brother yet this year. I got them recorded because I like to binge them, get 6-7 episodes in, and then that way I can really get a feel for how I really feel about house guests. They make you learn them so slowly, and the edits only show you so much of each person and stuff like that. So Dick Van Dyke was a great man. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are comedic geniuses. Actually, they just high school kids with a silly sense of humor that weren't afraid to bring it into their adult world, which is awesome. Rolling with Stones, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. I had a good time. Sleepy Dirty, did your mother teach you how to sew? Bang! Get her to sew that. Which stream did you make shine in? I want to watch it. Did we do a live stream? I've made some videos, but I don't think I did. I did some older ones, but I didn't save them. Like back in the day. That's sketchy stuff. You know, I guess they can't smell through the phone, you know what I mean? But it always made me nervous. Even when moonshiners and Discovery Channel come asking me, hey, you want to be on the show? I'm like, I'll be a guest. I don't really want to be on the show because that's, I don't know, it just seemed like it inviting things that I don't want to mess with. What's up, Bucking Bullets? How you doing? Hunter T. 85-minute live. We're killing it today, guys. You're awesome, Red. You don't truly judge people by what they believe and such, but by their character. At least that's how it seems. That's a fact. That is a fact. 100%. Because who am I? I don't know their life. It is a bit sketchy being on camera. Just a little bit. Hell, even down here some days, because I mean, you ain't supposed to drink in the national forest, and some days we come down here and we have one or two. I don't bring any with me most of the time, but, you know, I bring a few sometimes. And I could probably get away with it, you know, because of who I am and they know me and stuff like that, but that ain't good either. British Army planning a bizarre military operation against civilians next year, Lordy mercy. Who knows? The world's gone crazy, that's why. The Goonies. I love the Goonies. Yep, you're a good dude. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I did get an early start today, Billy. I've been up here. We had breakfast down by the water about 8:30ish, something like that. Wait, how do you know me? Who's this fella you know? Red. Oh, I'd like to visit him. We are to meet. Susan with the happy poop. How come I didn't see it come on there now? Dang 90 people in the chat. Oh, the truffle shuffle. I can do the truffle shuffle. I got enough belly now. My whole life I always tried to gain weight, and then like everybody always told me, you hit about 37, you won't have no trouble. Oop. Yeah, a little scratch won't hurt. I don't really worry about poisonous snakes, Kevin. I've been out here my whole life, and I mean, you see them a pretty good piece before you get to them. However, I am in sandals, and some of these lips and ledges right here, when you put your foot under them, it does make me nervous sometimes. We do have rattlesnakes. We do have copperheads. There's not many water moccasins because that water's really cold. Not around here anyway. Susan said, gotta love us, man. Thank you, Susan, honey. I appreciate you. I do know Tickle. Yeah, I know Steve. Or Tickle from Moonshiner. I know all them boys. That's how true Christians, not trying to condemn others just because they aren't Christian. They listen and be kind. Didn't Jesus sit down with the sinners? Absolutely, he surely did. Like your music, man. What do you mean, ZZ Top? I wish I made music. I don't have the attention span for that. Not many poisonous spiders. The only two species that we really have are the brown recluse. All spiders have some type of venom, but the only ones that are any danger to humans are the black widow and the brown recluse that are in the area around here, as far as I know. Ben Hur, how you doing? I thought to lead with, did Noah include termites on the ark? I mean, they're here. They're here. Then let me tell you something about the ark. So Noah, being born of an unusual origin, actually was born with eyes that lit up the entire room and hair that was solid white. Noah was a bit of a unique character. Also, relatives of the oldest men to ever live on the planet, Methuselah, Enoch, all that was the same line as Noah. Noah probably took a genetic sampling of every critter on the planet, right? If you took every critter on the planet, even back then with the fossil record, it would be an insurmountable task. But taking genetic material that was gathered in some form or another from critters that may have been given to him or collected via whatever. See, now we have what's called a genetic sampling, right? I can go out here and I can get a vial of water out of this river right here. I can put it in through a processor and it'll tell me every critter that lives in that water that's ever deposited genetic material into that water. And if you think that extraterrestrial species that are millions of years advanced of us don't have some way to compile that information and store it kind of in a data log within an area, genetically so, without the physical being be there, well, I think you need a better imagination, or maybe you just don't got an imagination like I got. But I think that Noah's Ark was definitely filled with the genetic information of every animal on the planet. That's just my thoughts on it. Where we at? Appreciate you, Gator Talk. Are you in Tennessee? I am. Just got to watch where you're stepping, that's all. That's a fact, Cornbread. What's your take on moonshine sold in liquor stores? Is that respectful to the real shiners? I don't know that it's a disrespect or respect thing. I think money's out there for people to grab, and people always figure out a way to do it. Shine ain't never going to go away. It's made by the same, some places still make it by the same processes that we make it, just on a larger scale. It isn't going to be what you get from here because it doesn't have the love. It's the same thing as getting a store-bought biscuit and having your granny make you a biscuit. Which one do you think tastes better? They could use the same ingredients, but which one do you think tastes better? It's really just like that. Red, I never thought of that. That's just my theory on it. David Copper says, that's nonsense. Have ever seen any cryptids? I've seen some strange things. The ship was wood. Gopher wood. I am a cryptid. I got bit by a brown recluse in Florida. Doctor said, thankfully, my foot had already swollen from a food allergy that day, and the bite stayed there. Yeah, I had a hole eat all the way through my foot from a brown recluse, all the way through the pad of my foot. Right, I'm with you, Red. I don't think that people that wrote the Bible knew how to break down genetics from the class, so they use symbolism. Absolutely. Like I said, any knowledge that you don't understand appears like magic, you know what I mean? Or it just outside the realm of understanding. You're talking about, civilizations thousands of years ago. I have both, Kevin McGraw. Red, you're awesome. God bless your soul. Thank you, Kirkland. I appreciate you. Chugging ravioli. That was a good one, Jumbo Scrimp. Granny's biscuits taste better. That's right. Sweetly, I love that theory. I mean, to me, it makes the most sense. It's the most scientifically feasible. You got it when you're talking about, even as a kid, and I think that's the reason that the story of Noah strikes a chord with so many people, because it seems almost impossible. Because, I don't want to say impossible, because improbable is exactly what it is. Every critter on the planet, according to this fossil, would just been a massive undertaking. Not to mention, and it was a massive boat. I get that, but even more massiver. Grannies all day, that's right. That's a hilarious video going about with a raccoon. That's like Danny DeVito. I'll have to check it out. Wish we still had some dinosaurs, right? I have a stainless steel setup, only does 5 gallons at a time. Getting ready for some new mash. Nice. Put a little copper in your, do you have some copper in your stainless? Affectionate. I didn't know Jerry Reed, but I got a dog named Amos Moses. Amos Moses was a Cajun. He lived by himself in a swamp. He hunted alligator for a living. He just knocked him in the head with a stomp. Well, Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. It ain't legal hunting alligator down in the swamp, boy. Through God, all things are possible. Right, and that doesn't mean we have to understand the possibilities. Featherless. Are you talking dinosaurs were featherless? I mean, I don't know. What do you mean featherless? It's funny, Red, because I was just telling my wife about that hypothesis a couple months ago. Really? That's just been one I've always had. I would definitely own a company. Oh, a compy. Those tiny, okay, sorry, I read that together. Tiny little carnivorous things, those would be good. Amos Moses, yes, my little pug dog. He's doing good now. 2 strokes, you're on one this morning. There is no God. That's another thing that's about perspective. And what you look at it as, what you look at it. Everybody has a different version of something. Your video of the moonshine is my favorite. Red Bull gives you wings, but moonshine gives you 4-wheel drive. That's his favorite. I don't know why that was so popular. I do know why it was so popular. People love to watch a train wreck. My brain was the train wreck. It would be a reptile version of a chihuahua. Yeah. It'd be cool. I got dinosaurs. I got chicken. Well, now that just depends on your definition of what his job is and what your expectations of God are, and also the experiences that you've had in life that you have no other place to point the blame. I don't think in the bad stuff and all that God really has much to do with that. I think it has to do with a lot of the free will of humans and our existence as human and it not being a perfect one. Love you too, Tony Tone. Appreciate you. T-Rex was called a dragon because it looked like a featherless chicken. Bad too. I don't think there's some argument to say that humans existed alongside dinosaurs and stuff like that. But I find it improbable. There may have been a few like remaining species that were left over, but they evolved when the Earth was a different place, right? Their lungs were different, the amount of oxygen, the carbon was a different scenario, so. Love you too, Jonathan. Appreciate you. Take care, Red and chat. Got to get back to work here, putting around long enough now, putting it off long enough. Best wishes to everyone from Philly. Appreciate you, J-Stick. Most people say the dinosaurs were way fatter than people think. Who really knows? I mean, they did have a large bone structure and semi-hollow bones, so it wouldn't have supported a whole lot of weight. But they could have been bigger because the flesh is hard to fossilize, so we don't really have much record of it. Yeah, we're the ones that are shitty at the job of being humans. That's a fact. True it was, I'm sure, a completely different world. Literally, and every other, even chemically. You know what I mean? They had a different evolution. So as things go, like if you have genetics that link you back to a time that are outdated, that's how species end up falling off. And it takes millions of years to do so. Open or bait caster, either one. Whichever one I got in my hand got bait on the end of it. I can throw either. Country gravy. What kind? I like, so you got red eye gravy. That's a thinner gravy and easier to drink, but still nasty, kind of coffee and ham kind of thing. Then, of course, you got your sawmill gravy, which is just gravy and black pepper. Then you got your sausage sawmill gravy. Then, of course, you got bacon gravy. If you ain't never had bacon gravy, you're missing out. Then you got a good old-fashioned roux, like a brown gravy, which I like as well. Because they just stretch skin over bones. Do that to a cow, and it looks like a dino. Right. Scott, I explained how God could have taken his or her DNA, made it in his image, and then taken Earth existent genetic material and blew breath into Adam. That's exactly right. Well, and yeah, from the Earth came Adam, and then from the rib of Adam came Eve. But Lilith came before Eve from the Earth, like Adam. Didn't work out. Do you like slice of mater? I'm not a big mater person, cornbread. I know a lot of people that do, and I understand it. I just don't like, I can't bite into a mater. Slimy, textured, I'm a textural person. I like mater sauces, salsas, that kind of stuff, but can't do it. Davey Cooper, thank you. It's been a good life. I love having these conversations with you guys. Thank you, best brother. Appreciate that. Good morning to you, too, from Missouri, but from Tennessee. Got a lot of people that have free will to do wrong things, so he wants them not to be selfish, etc., and treat others bad, right? Why beer stick? Beer is German for beer. That's why. Greetings from Austria. By the way, have you tried Red Bull with beer? It's called a steer beer. That makes sense. I like that, and I have not. Why have I not? I mean, I guess we've done like a garage. Have we done a garage beer in Red? Why have I not? A steer beer. That's genius. Thank you, Tip. Chicho. Leave your sister alone. I ain't even my sister, Chicho. I appreciate your misguided, silly elementary troll responses, though. They make me smile. Thank you. Genesis perhaps should have been called genetics for dummies. Right? I wish I was a banjo player. Is that all y'all got? Lord have mercy. Do better. Do better, trolls. I've heard that like 4 times already this morning. I can't play banjo. I can't play even a guitar. I can sing a note or two. And I don't even like my sister. So they depict the dinosaurs having practically no meat on their bones. Actually, if you look at, I went through a dinosaur museum And they do allow for muscular structure now. So when they have a forensic, what are they called? Like a forensic sculptor is what it is. And basically they sculpt the muscle to the bone to put it on there. I don't think they were much fatter than what they were. I think they got it pretty close. Personally, that's just me though, but who knows? Canadian moonshine, Lordy mercy, Kirkland Campbell. I am going to get a P.O. box in the next couple of days. Ooh, not 100%, two strokes. So there's actually some very historical accuracy in the Bible, for sure. I think you're just having a cynical day, and it's okay. You talking my kind of gravy now, Red Eye, with some good old cat head biscuits? Come on. What's up, Gary Ernest? Well, and definitely not 100%. So no, none of the religious books I would say are 100% inaccurate, but I think there's definitely some discrepancies in all of them. And I think because they're a massive information, they're information pulled from different sources and then tried to be made sense of by a certain group and population of people with a certain agenda. Now, that's not the entire Bible. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good information in the Bible. Most of the Bible is just basic instructions before leaving Earth. That's a Bible thing that I learned in Methodist. It's not, and I know it says that it, 100% blah, blah, blah. It went through too many humans to be 100% accurate. But it still has some great guidelines, some great parables, some great information and insight. Thousands of years of human existence compiled into one tome. It's not bad. I could have a pet squirrel on my beard. He said, look, I love the idea of a chunky T-Rex. Maybe that's why they had short arms. It was all sucked in, and it was just really just claws. Everything else was sucked in their little chub. That is me, Tony. Did you happen to catch that show, Outsiders? I freaking love that show, and they canceled it after one season. I didn't. Jumbo Script, that is a free bath right there. I will, Kirkland. Two-stroker, I hardly know her. Well, that's all I could get anyway. The Little Pigeon River. I do think the Bible, I don't think it's a rewrite. I think that it is, a lot of those texts have been picked up and that information passed on some level orally. You got to think the Sumerians were the first forms with written text and cuneiform. So those tablets predate the Bible by 5,000 years, right? The information that's in them, and also in like the Epic of Gilgamesh that tells about the flood and other biblically corroborating stories, right? There's all kinds of other religious texts that talk about the same thing, just under a different scope, from a different group of people with a different set of motives. What breed is Amos Moses? What breed? Amos Moses is a pug dog. He's a purebred little pug. For example, there are pyramids on every continent, of course, because everything was gathered into one supercontinent. That could be true. I think that the architectural information and knowledge was passed down through groups that could travel. You can get into Atlanteans and stuff like that, but I think there were several other existing continents before, not just the Atlanteans, that were advanced civilizations with informations that we lost. And I'll tell you how I know that. So Stonehenge now, when all the information that they put in, they popped it into an AI thing, and this AI pops out some awesome information. I went some geese, nope, ducks. And that information is that the tooling and the structuring of the circles that are Stonehenge progressively became less informed. Meaning that the further a distance away, because these things took like hundreds of years to build, right? This whole concept. And to move those stones, the blue stones, 120 miles away to put them where they were. Anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. The tooling progressed the other way. It didn't get better. And we know through technology as humans that information typically, we take one thing, we build up on it, and the line of technology is an equation, right? Well, with Stonehenge, it worked backwards. So information and intelligence that we didn't have is where the information came from for those structures to be built. Now, that information was lost along the way. We know that because of the Stone Age and other stuff like that, where, great things were built before then. We have things with cyclopean structures and like mortar joints that you can't slide a piece of paper through, and then all of a sudden, we're back to building sticks and rocks, huts and stuff like that. So, yeah, I definitely think there was a bigger time before than what we know. Not much of a sports person. Jay Stiggs, see you, man. Got to get back to work. Have a blessed day, Red. Cheers, my friend. See ya. Rome, Georgia, Carpet City. I've been through there. My buddy got married out there. My grandmother still has her same washing machine she's for 50 years. Why can't we have things like that? I hear you, I do. What's up, Chris? Christopher Bustle. Well, that's called built-in obsolescence. They know that if they build it and you break it, you got to buy another one. Why would they build one that won't break? Nice talking with you too, Cornbread. I appreciate you. Time to get the four-wheel drive. I am in Tennessee. Sorry, who asked? I think so too, Red. I think that humanity was built and destroyed their civilizations many more times than what current population believes. Absolutely. I like these kind of lives. These are a lot of fun. What's up, user? We're just hanging out by the river, talking some good conversations. We've had everything in here today, from early human evolution to Noah's Ark, all the way back to what was the first thing that led? Oh, the moon landing. We've been talking about all kind of stuff. I think that humans' egos often prevent them from realizing what could have been in the past. Oh yeah. Wow, hillbillies! I thought they all died out. See, that's a common misconception. Chris, I'm in East Tennessee. I am in East Tennessee, just outside of Gatlinburg, in on the Little Pigeon River, in the Greenbrier section of the Smoky Mountain National Forest. Dalton, Georgia. Yep, right around that area. My buddy Noah Peters, the Singing Barber, that's where he got married. That's the first time I'd ever been there. Yep, been talking about chicken weed, moonshine, and popsicles. A lot of Chris's in here. They are a lot of Chris's.
Chris, you little son of a bitch. Get over here and bring my mail. Would you answer the phone, Chris?
That episode's funny. Yeah, I'm not even drinking yet. Don't put coffee in me. Hello from England here, Billy. I love your lifestyle. Thank you, Della. I appreciate you, honey. Free camping, not here, but there are some camping areas around. So in the national park, actually, I think you can hike in and camp anywhere on public land. It's just a matter of whether you can build ground fires and stuff like that. So. Where can I get shine? All kinds of places. Donzie, my South African friend, how you doing? I'm a couple hours from Chattanooga, T-God. Minnesota says, hello. What's up, Minnesota Mike? How you doing? You got a hurt mouth. Dr. Becky, Dr. Gabriella explains. Worth checking. Interesting. Hello from Australia, bro. Love your shorts. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate you. Christian says, Legend. Actually, that's my little boy's name. Legendary is his name. I thought in Rome at Proctor's, not far from me. Yeah, that area. Rome. Yeah, it was Rome, Georgia. Lucky Red's raspberry soda sounds delicious. It would be good. And I'm working on doing a Red's raspberry rise and shine. So it's going to be like a raz with a little bit of citrus and a sweeter version. A lot of people like the 70 proof stuff too, and 60 proof stuff. I don't know. Do I live off grid? No, I don't, Della. I have a lot of critters, and I have a place on the side of a mountain, but I got electric, and I got I got to have Starlink to have internet, because I can't get cell service or anything where I'm at. But that's the way I like it. Maxwell Robinson, miss your wine. Maxwell, did you ever have my homemade wine? Great name, legend of a kid for a legend. I'm telling you, his name is literally Legendary. His middle name is Airy, like a flock of eagles, A-E-R-I-E. That's what you call a flock of eagles, as an Airy. And then his first name is Legend, so it's Legendary. Fire staff, nice. Maxwell Robertson. I'd have to see your face, Max. The creature comforts, if you will. I did, bro. You took me and my girl to dog slaughter. Oh, that Maxwell. Awesome. Yes. How y'all doing? Yeah, these are just some random people. Guys, I run into random people all the time and try to like take them on adventures and stuff like that. These are some random people that I went on an adventure with. Maxwell, cool, good to see you in here, man. Lightweight's like that low-proof swill. Sorry, but I have to ask, do I have a banjo? No, ma'am. I wish I could play. I could sing a little, maybe a little bluegrass or something like that, but I can't banjo. I wish I could. Far out, dude. I haven't heard that in a while, David Thompson. Red, do you know Bobby Cargill? He's a professor and has been in Ancient Aliens a few times. He's from my hometown and used to umpire my little brother's Little League. Oh, wait, I know who you're talking about. I don't know him. I have had talks with David Tsoukalos. It's not David Tsoukalos. I just read the words David and it blanked out my brain. It's because David Thompson's right above you. Giorgio Tsoukalos. Why the fuck? My brain just went... I have had Tennessee Shine. Matter of fact, I'm the reason Tennessee Shine went from number 6 to number 3 when I worked for them. Over 8 million views for their company when they first got started out, and then they screwed me over pretty good, but, you know. Cock-a-doodle-doo! What's up, Jackie Yartbird? How you doing? Bobby's a friend of yours? Well, I'd love to sit down and have a chat with him. Them Ancient Alien fellas, buddy. Son, I got some information for them. Happy trails. Same to you, brother. Happy trails. I am David, son of Mary. Awesome. I like the way you put that. Now you got bluegrass in my head. Hey, do you have a banjo? It just makes me want to sing. And Billy Strings don't even play a banjo, but that's what comes into my brain anymore. Well, I ain't slept in 7 days, haven't ate in 3. This methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me. Well, my twig friends have got me to the point of no return. So I just hold my lighter to the bulb and watch it burn. This life of sin, it's got me in. Lord, it's got me back in prison once again. Well, I use my only phone call to contact my daddy. I got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. Billy Strings, son. I like watching all of those folks from Ancient Aliens. Entertaining as hell, especially after a good old You Ain't Kidding Candy Jack sounds delicious. Go on, fella. We'll have a good time. Behind the badge, appreciate you. Baked Miss Quick, what's going on? Good to see you back in the chat. Good old Billy Strings. Hillbilly John back in the chat too. And Mohammed Shayer, how you doing? Man, it's so good to see you guys. I love this little community that I'm building. I love it. That we are building. I don't want to take all the credit for it because without you guys, we ain't got nothing. I'm just a fool y'all come to watch. Oh, over here. But yeah, Della, I wish I could play banjo. Oh yeah, right. No, I got family members living in the hills. Absolutely, that's where we've lived my whole life. Glad you're doing good, Muhammad. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you, David. High five. Bam. Bake Miss Quick. Thank you guys for the gifts. I love seeing them other pictures come up. I love it. I don't grow the devil's lettuce because it's not legal here. Oh, man, my eyeball. I can play banjo real... Damn, Hillbilly John, we got to get together, son. What's my favorite legal shine? My own brand, Red's Eau de Vie. And I think that's because I have to say that. Plus, it's 100 proof. Got enough to get you where you're going. Got enough kick to let you know you're drinking some liquor, because I think you are too. And then it's got that really good raspberry flavor, which is one of my favorite fruits ever. I am in the Appalachian Mountains. Cinematic voice actor. I wish I was a voice actor. I love doing voice acting. Bigfoot country. David said he wants some. It's good. You can get it at the Moonshine Depot. Unfortunately, I ain't got it on the internet yet. I am working about it. The Lord's lettuce. There you go. Well, howdy. How you doing there, Kyle Kane? Good to see you. How do you make moonshine? Well, Della, do you really want me to tell you? I'll go through the quick easy version. First, you got to start off with a mash, wort, wine, something like that has alcohol in it. This alcohol is created by the fermentation of sugar and yeast and whatever fruit you want to put depending on what your mash bill is. Your mash bill is the recipe and the ingredients that go into the first part of making alcohol. Now, once you've made your mash, wort, wine, or etc., which is your alcohol base, so i.e. your alcohol and whatever it is you mixed with it to make that alcohol, you put that into your distillation unit, and then you're going to heat that up. Now, once that reaches a temperature of about 178 degrees, the alcohol is going to start to vaporize. That vapor will then travel through what's known as your cap, and your arm. Because it's going through there and it's cooling down, it's dropping some of the water off, carrying some of the alcohol even further along. So it lets the water stay in the pot while the alcohol goes forward. That's called distillation, concentration of the alcohol within the substrate of liquids that you had created prior that we were just talking about. Now, as it makes its way, it goes into what's called a doubler. The reason it goes into a doubler is to double that proof. It drops even more of that water off along the way and then goes through your worm or condenser. The condenser changes it by cooling that vapor down to a temperature where it precipitates or turns back into a liquid. It goes from a vapor to a liquid because it goes below that 178 degree threshold and cools itself down and drips out your worm. Now, that is the basic process on how to make moonshine. It's fairly simple and straightforward, although there are some subtle nuances that make it an art. Grandpa drank the shine till he passed. Probably lived a good long while. I ain't noticing the issue in America at the moment. Yeah. I do have a TikTok account. Hillbilly Red, or Lucky_Red 85. What's up, Red River Hunting? How you doing? Is it a good price and is it local? And when do you get in the internet? Please share the link so I can try. I will, absolutely. And it's a decent, it's kind of at a tourist place, like $30 a bottle. But it's tourist setup. I wouldn't have made it that expensive, but you too, Red. Great to see you. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Bright and shiny day. Cheers, brother. What you got going on today? We're just hanging out, Kyle Kane. That's the short version. I'm going to have to get some more of that Red's Raspberry. My jar strangely turned up empty. Weird. You don't miss a beat. Are you from Red Dead Redemption? No, I wish. Eagles fly in flocks. Well, Aries. You can use jam to make moonshine. Absolutely. Jam has sugar in it. It is going to have a lot of pectin in it. So the thing about using jam for moonshine and the fermentation of pectin means you create methanol. So when you ferment things that have pectin in it, the methanol is actually a alcohol that evaporates. It's not an alcohol, it's a methanol. But it's a molecule that it ain't good for you. It tastes like ass. It also vaporizes a lot earlier than alcohol. So a lot of your methanol, when you're cooking your mash, you can let evaporate the cap, or take the cap off before you cap it up and catch the vapor, and then let it rise up. If you got a thermometer, you can kind of check that and get rid of a good chunk of that so you don't have to throw off as much of your heads. But now that's getting off into the weeds there, Della, especially if you don't know much about making shine. But short answer, yes, you can use jam to make moonshine. Heck yeah, cinematic voice actor. I love doing stuff. Yeah, the voice acting part just keeps getting me because I love doing that. Nice, a wolf sanctuary. I went to one of them in Colorado. It was pretty cool. Hemp Hill, what are great sounding places. See, honey used to make shine. Yep, taking your mead and then make it into a shine. Moonshine on my mind, Mendocino County, California. That sounds like a good song. And I got moonshine on my mind. How you doing, honey? Methanol will make you go blind, won't it? That's why you throw the heads. That's part of the reason you throw heads. So if you're making a sugar wash, you technically ain't even got to throw your heads off because of methanol. Mostly it's because of acetaldehyde and a couple of other nasties that come through, and you don't have to throw off nearly as much. But however, if you are fermenting something with a lot of pectin in it, like jams or jellies and that kind of thing, you definitely want to throw away 1 ounce per gallon of your heads just to get rid of that excess methanol, for sure. You could end up an alcoholic. Don't look, Ethel, no! I'm about to go run my 20 gallons, some good sake mash, nice rice. Fire in a hole, come on, Eakins, I see you. Awesome, I'll look for it, cinematic. Watching Red on BB25 was the reason I joined TikTok. It was before he was doing YT. It was, and I love YouTube. YouTube has built, we've got such a great community here. I love you guys. Everyone remember, double tap and smash that like button. Share the video so others can join in the live and join the fun. This stands for me, Effort Deeper. Thank you. Blow it in the hole. Let me have a, how do I get it? Thank you, and damn, that's a good personality right there. Thank you, Della. I appreciate you, honey. Anthony King, thank you for watching. You the man. You must make a vlog. You describe good. I should try it. How long have I been making videos on YouTube? Well, it says a lot longer, so I just recently started my YouTube. Dang, when did we start? August of last year, we started it. I think I'm up to 155,000 subs. Thank you for making my day. Hey, thank you for being in here, David Thompson. Always good to see you. I'm gonna run some corn mash one of these days. Can you get internet access at the house or just outside, and do you have a good microphone? I do have it. I don't use it. I got a bunch of equipment for doing stuff like that. I didn't know how to hook it up. My buddy come and made a bunch of adjustments on a computer to where I could talk into the microphone and all that, and then the studio that I was in, I left. So now I just have a box full of equipment that I don't know how to use. I have some little microphones like that, you like the clip and such like that. But it's decent. Oh, and I got one that has, it's like on a little swingy arm thingy. Been here since August for sure. Nice. How come I'm just now seeing you in the chat there, Susan? Can you make liquid like corn pop? Hold on. Can you make liquid like corn pop? Can I make liquid like popcorn? CBS. Now, actually, they got really good microphones. You have to change them out every day. There's a whole microphone class we go through. I've been seeing you for quite some time. You're the man, Red. Big pimp and killing it. Glad you're out here making peace and people smile. That's what it's all about. And sharing your wisdom. I got a bunch of stuff clogged up in here, and the more I get at it, the easier I can walk around with a lighter melon. I tell you, y'all helping me out more than I'm helping you. I promise you. How to make pine needle soda? I can. It's like Sprite. Pine needle soda is delicious. And actually, if you ferment it for a couple of days, it has natural yeast on it. You store it under pressure, and it has a great taste to it. Very citrusy. It tastes like almost like a orange soda. Sprite. You look like a movie character. Thank you. I think. Wait, first time I've caught your live. I have many comments on your videos, I promise. No, I believe you, honey. Hold on. I say, brother, let us know when you have a new bite check. Good old shine. I'll send a couple of our brothers from Fort Campbell to pick. Okay. Hey, we can probably work something out, gunfighter. Especially from the military boys. No, I'm in East Tennessee, Jason Holly. That was you on Moonshiner showing them a fermented drink that you gave. Yeah, Eakins. That was a kombucha. I've also was in Mike Cockrell's wedding multiple times. I've also done a birch bark. Well, I didn't get, so I filmed for the birch bark episode, but they just used my recipe, and because I was just in it on a short clip explaining some things, and it wasn't necessary. So we cut that out, and then I did a buy where I brought a lady to a buy that I wasn't supposed to, and then Mike and them got on me and all that. I've always wanted to try pine needle soda. You would think I had growing up in Meta, North Carolina. David Thompson, back already, man. Good to see you. And Blue 6 Delta back in the chat. Guys, we got 124 people in here. Where's everybody watching from? It's so good to see y'all. Love you. Glad you found your way to a Chill Billy Red chat. I'm a little bit hippie, little bit hillbilly with a whole bunch of useless knowledge. So if y'all got any questions about reality television, making moonshine, what it was like to be on Big Brother, the Moonshiners, or just questions in general, that's what we talk about on this live stream. And pretty much anything else, nothing is off the table. North Carolina originally yourself. Nice, it's beautiful up high. My glasses are right here. Just sometimes, well, and I sat on them the other day, so they've been kind of crooked and they've been bugging me. Plus, the light gets in there in certain ways, it makes it harder to read the comments there. Eakins, Southern Indiana, baby. Boo Mopar, Sweden. Nice, we got them in from all over. What is Big Brother? It's like Survivor, but in a house. It's America's most watched reality show from CBS, not to flex, but it's pretty good. It's good. You'll like it. Georgetown, Ohio. We got Michael Summer from Massachusetts. Corey is in Georgetown, Ohio. Southern Iowa. What's up, Amelia? I'm connected to a fairly large voice acting community, and I'm currently writing a series or voice acting challenges. I'd love to do some. Holy crap, you have a radio announcer voice. Oh, I can do that a bunch. I like doing the radio announcer voice. That's one of my favorites. Can you do a short on pine water or pine bedder? What do you mean by pine bedder? Hey, Red, need some cheering up. Lawrence, man, I hope you're not feeling bad today. Today's a beautiful day to be feeling good. Every day that you're alive and you woke up is a good day to be thankful for. And I'm glad you're in my chat, and hopefully you can find a little bit of something to giggle at while you're here to get you feeling a little bit better. Cincinnati, Miss Susan. Florida also. Blue 6 Delta. Daytona Beach. Caveman, good to see you. What's up, Lawrence? Kyle Kane says. Paris, Illinois. Daniel, good to see you. Have fun at the river sitting in the smoke here in Idaho. Is it still smoky up there? Damn. Have a great day. Take care, John. Don't work too hard. Kyle Kane. Hey, got it right there. We're here for you, Lawrence. What's up, Joseph? I think I seen this guy in a short where he slammed a mason jar of corn liquor. I'm his impersonator. I'm a Hillbilly Red impersonator. That's what I do. I'm just kidding. That was me. Sorry, I meant Pine Needle Soda, a short form video. I should do one. It's easy to make. Army vet myself. Well, thank you for your service, Jason. You really have some legendary beers. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. I grew it myself. I can't take all the credit. Allie Mae, my lady, she helps me water it. That keeps it lush and growing. Luscious. The smart guy and the movie director must sign in next movie. Jamin G. Breathitt County, Kentucky. What's up, Michael Spencer? They don't call it the Smoky Mountains for nothing. They sure don't. That's probably my fault. Lord have mercy. Sorry about the typos. That was supposed to be a series of... Oh, gotcha. Well, and I read like directly. I'm like Ron Burgundy. Sometimes I don't do it anymore because I've got a little bit better. Maybe it's Nito. Maybe it's Nito. Yeah, just make sure of that. Do you talk about politics? It depends on the context. I don't talk about politics in a polarizing sense, like one side or the other. Religion only if it's like historically in reference and such like that, because you definitely offend some people if you get to talking about it. Age don't bother me at all. I'm 40 years old, and age is just a number. How long you been growing that masterpiece? Blue 6 Delta, I think I stopped shaving when I got out of the Army in 2005. What's up, Jeff? What the hell you got going on? We're just hanging out by this beautiful river. Have a great day. Got to get busy. Hope to run into you and Allie Mae again soon. Hey, thank you, Smoky Mountain Life. It's good to see you, hon. See you, Miss Joy. I say, do you think that mountain juice will be good in ravioli? It ain't going to be good, no. I don't like Bloody Mary. Hey, you know what? If somebody liked a Bloody Mary, that probably would be kind of one. Man, I hate Bloody Marys, but if somebody I know liked them, I don't like drinking tomato juice. But a ravioli Bloody Mary might be something worth doing a mixed drink about. Everything is okay. Life, though, ain't been kind lately. But it's 8 a.m. and I'm here. There you go, Lawrence. That's the best way to start every day. You know, a little bit of positivity, even when it does suck. What's up, Walter? From Germany. We've had lots of people in from Germany today. What's going on, man? Thank you for your service, Red. Hey, thank you for your support. I appreciate you, Blue Six. It was years ago. What river is this? Well, it's the Little Pigeon River. I was trying to read your name there, but that's a tough one. Pierre Dietrich. Yeah, Pierre Dietrich Sierra. This is the Little Pigeon River. Yeah, politics, religion, and yo mama. I tell all of my friends that you're all right. Thank you. I appreciate you. How long's my hair on the top? Long, I reckon. I got a bunch of it. I don't know what you mean. Like I just have a lot of hair. Just a whole lot of hair. Miles age experience. Yep. Yodel juice. Oh, I can do a little yodeling. It's harder to do like I don't know, like yodel, 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 that kind of thing, but I like doing a little Hank Williams, like, I got a feeling called the blue, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I do. All I do is sit and sigh. Oh Lord, that last long day, she said goodbye. Nice little yodeling. Yodel juice. Hell yeah, brother, like a red beer on steroids. Ain't no way you're okay. I saw the help. Huh? I missed something. Love you, humans. Love you, humans is something that I started a while ago as a reminder to all of us. And to all my people watching, that we are humans, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people forget it and they want to get separated. And I think we look so closely to the things that divide us instead of the things that unite us as the main fact of that we are all humans. That's what it's all about right there. That and I may not be, you know, all human. Who knows? Just a whole lot of sexy. What's up, hippie goddess? That's my better 3/4 right there. See you, Blue 6 Delta. Take care. The other side with Mike. I interview professional fighters about the worst moments of their lives and how they got through it here on YouTube. Nice, that's awesome. What's up, Red? That's what we call my older brother. Love your show and the tongue sticking out episode. You're awesome. God is good. You're a blessed man. Thank you, Bucktooth. I appreciate you. Muhammad is determined to see me ride a Harley. I'd like to send you to space to represent humanity. Imagine first contact with aliens and they meet you. I know, Lawrence. Me too. I would be about that. I would be okay with that. Got some petrified wood that you gave me when I met you years ago at Melon Fest. At Melon Fest? Oh my gosh, Jeremy. Jeremy! Man, so good to see. I remember Melon Fest. What an awesome time. I had one of the most profound trips. Well, we won't get into that, Jeremy. Great time. Good old Melon Fest. Good to see you, Jeremy. Been a while. You gonna use a stick to get the day started, or did I miss it already? I mean, I could. I'll get out, Cinematic. Thank you, Scott Balbus. I appreciate you. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you, Cinematic. You're the most southern sounding man I've heard. Give us your action speech. Are you talking like my Mel Gibson Braveheart, like, today is that kind of thing? I don't got one of them, I don't guess. I mean, if I was on the spot, in the moment, and there was a situation where I had to rile the troops, I'm sure that I could come up with some type of improv based on the situation. But to pull one from thin air without context, you're going to have to give me more to go on. Ever made pine needle moonshine? I have not. Not a lot of sugar in it. So it would just be like pine needle flavored, which has a real citrusy taste, but I should, now that I drank pine needle soda, but. Uh-oh, Mama's medicine cabinet almost empty. Reminiscing on Melon Fest, how cool, small world. Yeah, Melon Fest was a while ago, too. It was awesome. What's going on? Melon Fest DMT. Actually, he's a little LSD. Actually, a whole lot. And actually, that's the first time I ever dabbed. A lady had a whole rig set up, and this was when it was kind of new, and it's the first time I'd ever seen, like, the heat it with the torch and put it on a nail and put a little dome on it and all that stuff. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. And I happened to be about 3 sheets, more like 10 hits to the wind. And they gave me that, and then it just collapsed my lungs, which was awesome in the moment. It was really a great time. As Dice back then, yeah, I remember you. Well, I remember, I remember your name because you'd follow me on Facebook after that for years, and back and forth. So my son gave me this name. He said it fits. Nice, Riff. I'm number 5. I would definitely join your army. Albert Hoffman's problem child. Dab is good. It is, God almighty. And it was too much. I just took too big of one. I didn't know what was up. I'm a smoker, right? And I pretty hip. Yeah, we won't go into the rest of the stories about that night. Maybe for another time. Not Every Other Channel. So it was a festival put on by Nell, who is Nell Hoon. So Blind Melon. I'm trying to think. Shannon Hoon. God Almighty. Had passed, and they put on a tribute, kind of a festival for Shannon Hoon and Blind Melon. It was his mom that put it on. I got to meet her and all that, and a bunch of really cool people up there. It was just a festival. It was really good. It was really cool. Gonna have to hit the stick. Hit one for us vets. Hold up, hold up. Yep. And I had a head full of good stuff. Really good. I mean like fractalization, cosmic realizations type good stuff. I was going good. I thought that butterfly, he was gonna like crawl down the front of my screen. He come in and landed right on the top and then bounced. Higher than a set of draft nuts I was. Thank you, Speedy T. Appreciate you. What kind of drink are you gonna drink today? Michael Spencer and Gopher Bowling said, hello. What's going on, guys? On the way to the Wolves now, streaming you on the dashboard. I love wolves. Incredible. Well, let's chug something. Hold on. I wish I'd have, well, he's gone now. Spider was like that. Big old fishing spider. How many Kentucky boys we got in here? Or girls. Kentucky boys or girls. Taking off now. Thank you, Kyle Kane. Appreciate you stopping by. Big love right back to you, brother. I will definitely join your army as well. After like 12 cans. Oh. You just saw Bigfoot. I can't believe you're real. I thought you were a cartoon character. No, I'm real life. I do get that a lot, though. Bam! What up, Kentucky? Have a late one. L81. L8's what we used to call them when I was a kid. We say, hey, get me an L8, an L8. Charleston, South Carolina. Riff working in London, Kentucky today. Nice, Jerome. Well, got an L8. I've been thinking about hunting down some peyote seed. Look like fun to grow. Just takes a long time. It's best to find you a shaman and somebody out west that can actually intense. Good, straight when cold. Absolutely. Whoa. Hey, hold on. Oh, got it. Thought I was going to lose that one. Next live, could you fish? I could fish. You rock my world, and for that, I thank you. And maybe they just take a while to grow. And I think they'd be my babies, and then I wouldn't want to consume them. Oh, find somebody to take you on a journey with the peyote. It's not something that you want to do on your own. It's definitely a different type. There's some preparation, and I think part of the ritual really lends itself to the experience. I think it's one of those like ayahuasca that it's part of it. It's something that's needed. Just in time for the Ripper. Good to see you back, Two Stroke. Hope you're having a little bit better day. A little bit more positivity. OG Texican, what up, cuz? I love spreading them rays of positivity. Good to see you in. Alrighty, guys, what this is an L8 or an L81, and it comes out of Kentucky. It's sort of a ginger ale. Winchester, Kentucky, more specifically. It's kind of their own version. Smells good. This smells like home right here. I haven't tried the cherry. Delicious. Also, you shouldn't do psychedelics if you're on SSRIs like Zoloft and such like that. That is a fact. Things like MDMA and stuff like that are MAOI inhibitors. They don't work well with SSRIs. But we won't get into all that. But good comment, good thinking. Retail, I'll bring plenty of beer and whiskey. Come on. One sip, that's it. Everyone knows the rules. Come on. Now we're talking baked Bisquick. Now we're talking. Bev, thank you, and howdy. Excuse me. Pardon me, if I'm the movie director, I give him a funny and fighter character, Jungle Man hunting zombies in a jungle. I'd be down. I'd love that. That'd be a good one. This is me being positive. What are you talking about? I'm just picking at you, Two-Stroke. Love you. Glad to see you back. Gotta get some moonshine. Oh, I got plenty. Beer Stick does make a beer bottle. It's called the Beer Bro, and it fits right on. And they also have a funnel as well. But the Beer Stick's way faster. And the Beer Bro's even faster than that for bottled, even and canned beverages. No, appreciate you. Love you right back. Dave Thompson says, keep it going, bro. Hey, we keeping on. I ain't got much left to go because I'll be out of battery soon. However, I do have another phone that we will fire up another live and we'll get going on that one. Make you feel like a mama bear in the winter. Does the moonshine still give you four-wheel drive, Red? Not very often, Casey. Not very often. But all them drinks give me a full bladder. Go for bowling. Said from Kentucky, Michael Spencer right with him, or did I have moonshine in it? You gotta let it. Gotta let it. Oh. Disaster Piece Theater. Jesus didn't drink soda or drive a Prius. Correct. That is correct. You remember Chris Farley and what was it? Billy Madison? What age did you start chugging and how do you do it? Early. So elementary school. But Jesus built my hot rod. I don't know why that time I didn't read it Jesus, because it had hot rod at the end of it, and maybe, I don't know what's going, but I read it as Jesus built my hot rod. That's just me. Howdy, Dave. Howdy back to your beard. Jesus loves you, but everyone else thinks you're an asshole. Two-stroke and his humor. You gotta love it. Oh, Lordy mercy. Penguin. What is that little thing? Hello, and Europa. I don't really know a lot of them characters. What letter is the N next to the A that looks like an N with a little thing? It almost looks like a pie symbol. But, I mean, it's not, obviously. I wish I knew more of the characters. We're just hanging out down by the river, talking about all kinds of great things. We've been talking about moon landings and flat earth and Jesus. Sharam 5614. Am I male or female? Well, maybe just drink soda. You could have turned water into wine. He probably could have slipped in some. Hey, and you can make soda with pine needles and yeast. So I guess it depends on your definition of soda. You're in Moscow. Nice. What letter is that second letter in your name? What's that called? It probably wouldn't even be able to explain it. I don't know. You literally sound like Larry the Cable Guy. It's awesome. I appreciate you, Corey. Where you buy a moonshine jug? You mean like an old clay jugs? Crash Tattoo says, nice dodge. What'd I dodge? I missed it. Wait. Oh, the penguin because of Billy Madison. Which dodge? Oh, the male or female? Like, seriously. What about Palm Beach Pete? I don't know who that is. Sean on Earth. Wow, you're Chinese. No, I don't have any of that. I actually thought I was too, because I'd have some kind of like a Mongolian or something like that in me, because I do have like a eye hood that gives me a little bit more of a more tilt. So when I did my 23andMe, I generally expected to find something in there like that. But nope, I just got kind of closed up eyeballs. But a lot of people think that. I've been asked that before a bunch. And honestly, I thought it until I got back my results. Lawrence, something that I always wonder about you is, does anxiety ever affect me? Not really. What's your favorite flavor of moonshine? Whatever one I'm a-holding. I like it pretty good. Raspberry, probably. Shampoo versus conditioner. Always use both. It's not a versus type thing. They're a team. They work together. It's like a tag team, not a challenge. They not ops. Get her done! I heard hillbillies are walking around with numbers on the back of their shoes, and the bowling alley ain't got any shoes to rent. Is that true? Maybe. In certain areas. I wouldn't go get bowling shoes if I was looking for a pair of shoes. I can tell you that right now. I just walk around with the dogs out. You know what I'm saying? Favorite flavor? Okay. I've been sampling your voice and saving them, putting them with music. Nice! Really? Anything you need me to say? I'll do it. Siege more now says, they not ops. You're so awesome and funny, man. I love you. I love you right back. Red, have Harley Davidson, a double barrel shotgun, and smoke a cigar. I need one, right? It just seems like it'd suit me. Officially a year clean. That is awesome. What you should do to celebrate is find others, bring others around you that also uplift you in your accomplishment, and come together in celebration of that fact. That's an amazing thing. Tank Girl is props to the government, is the water and power. Tank Girl is something special right there. Family from Tom's Creek, what's going on? I'm gonna use that walking with my dogs out. That's what I do. What are we doing outside? Well, what am I doing outside? Why would I be inside? It's the daytime. Even when I was a kid, I got kicked out of the house, wasn't allowed to come back till the streetlights come on. Tank Girl was a movie. It was a movie, that's for sure. It was a good movie. Big love. Appreciate you, Michael Glenn. Absolutely, absolutely. One Awkward Trans got anytime. You come by here and I got information and advice for everybody. On some level, it may not be the right one, but I got some. Right, kids and our dad never came in. That's right. And had to walk home. Throw mama from the... That's a good one too, classic. Late 80s, early 90s. Morning, Jelly Donut, good to see you. A year clean, congratulations, throw a mocktail party. It may still be early for that, but I mean, depending on your level of, what's the word? Far away, sometimes my brain just goes dead. But depending on how much that would bother you, some people may have trouble with mocktails a year later. But if you can, I say do it. Thank you, David. Yeah, I got my glasses off right now. Well, the glare's probably better now. I got something wrong with this one nose grip. I ain't been able to get right since I sat on them. It is what it is. I'll buy another one. Willpower. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. The little words are what give me trouble, Scott. Crawl fishing, not really. Water's too cold and it moves too fast. You can find crawls in some of the tributaries, but there ain't a lot of good ones up here. Not like down in Louisiana. Thank you, Gail the Wolf. I appreciate it. I've been at it a minute. Rainy here in Duluth, which we need because of the fires. Oh, yeah, I'd say so. But that's the one thing we don't need around here, by God. We have had the rain this year. Everything's so wet. Everything's molding. Things on my front porch, fabric, stuff like that, getting mold on it. I've had to get a bunch of stuff off my porch and clean it off yesterday. What's the best thing to get rid of a hang hangover. Best thing to get rid of one means you already got one. Some people say, well, don't drink. I don't say that. I say, drink water. The best thing to get rid of a hangover is a preemptive act of preventing a hangover, right? And the way to do that is before you go to bed. No matter how drunk you get, kill 2 16-ounce bottles of water before you go to sleep. And I've never been hungover when I do it. Not never. Dynamite fishing. I did M80 fishing back in the day. Crash tattoo. I have a little troll back at camp that looks just like you. Heck yeah. How long it take you to grow your beard? Barely the idea. Bro, that took me a minute to read too. I stopped shaving in 2005, but I've had a beard about my whole life. I had a goatee, a full goatee by 7th grade. I joke around, tell people sometimes I was born with it. They hooked me up to a 1957 Chevy and popped me out. They didn't hit the brake. I bounced a few times. Enough glasses and hat and hair, you can cover up any amount of ugly. What is dynamite fishing? Well, it is exactly what it sounds like there. Not every other channel. It is exactly what it sounds like there. Okra or French fries? French fries. That's for sure, Laugh Hunter. My beard probably old as you are. Yep. Resolve to be victorious and endeavor to persevere. Great words right there, Scott. I knew what you meant. Hangovers, your blood vessels constricting your brain from the lack of water and hydration. That's a fact. That is a fact. Two Stroke knows what's up. How'd I learn to drink so fast? I think there's a little bit of like natural talent that comes along with it. So physically, I'm able to control the upper and lower esophageal sphincter muscles, if you will, the muscles that contract to push your food down into your gut. When I was a kid, I learned how to stop those muscles and then eventually learned how to control them. So when I could stop them, I could just pour it straight down with gravity, right down the back of my throat, right into my stomach, just create a hole. Where normally your esophagus will stop you from doing that by kinking off one end of it, letting it fill up a little bit, and then putting down a little so you don't choke and stuff like that. I've learned how to deaden those mechanisms. And throughout years, I've also learned how to expand my internals. So you'll see me exhale. I'll go before I do a chug, and that's to make room in my diaphragm for my stomach to expand. Also, I can expand my stomach when I have an emptier diaphragm, like so, and pull the air in. So I learned to pull in liquid instead of air by using those muscles. So it's been something I've refined over the years. Austin Crow, what's going on from Johnson City? Hope you're having a great day. I got sick working in the forge again. Super dehydration. My God, it'll do it. That is a hot place to be. Paco, that dude, I wish I could play banjo. That'd be awesome. A master at the craft. Well, I've been doing it literally since elementary school, and I'm 40 years old. So if you haven't figured out something, and then it's probably not for you. You know what I mean? But I think anything you do over 10 years, you become a professional at it. It's scientific. It's science. I love science. Can I breathe underwater? No. I can hold my breath for a very long time, though. Yes, I started with chugging milk carton races in elementary school. White Lightning Motorsport. Well, shit, I'm professional at everything then, right? Are there any liquors you stay away from? A couple of heavier ones, like your schnapps. Like Jägermeister's a rough one to drink a lot because it has a lot of sugar in it. Plus, I don't like licorice, but I can still drink it. So your sweeter ones, schnapps and stuff like that. Not that I stay away from them, just don't prefer them. Dang, you been fishing that long? Did you start out baiting for other people to become a masturbator, or how does one start such a career? 58 years now. Rye whiskey is nasty. I will agree with you. Nick Nipples. I don't like it. It has a funky aftertaste to it. People are like, it's got a peppery bite and burn. It's got a peppery something, and it tastes like the stalk of a tomato. I don't like it at all. Mind if I were to ask, what's this stream about? I'd love to see more. Gail the Wolf, we've been just chatting it up, talking about all kind of things. Things y'all bring into the chat. I've been on reality TV, a couple of television shows. A lot of people about that. People like to ask about the universe and all kind of stuff. Not that I have all the answers, but I definitely like to impart my information and weigh in with my opinions and such on it. This stream can be about whatever we want this stream to be about. It's all up to you guys. So, professional. I hate that word. It doesn't mean you're good at it. It just means you get paid for it. You, my good friend, are an expert. That is true as well, Crash Tattoo. Yep. This chatting channel are what Mr. Spock would call fascinating. Love you, humans. Scott hit the nail on the head. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got my first super thanks. Who sent it? Who sent it? Chicken on biscuits. Thank you. You talking about eating them trailer women. Interesting palate. I don't know if that was what I was talking about, but I mean, when in Rome, you know what I'm saying? You know the difference between an East Tennessee divorce and an East Tennessee tornado? They ain't no difference. Either way, somebody losing a trailer. I'm just saying. Actually, my mama trailer schooled all 9 of us kids is what she did. She's a smart lady. Went to school up there at Penn State, State Penn. And that's 2 trailer jokes back to back. I like to call that a double wide. Boom, boom. Thank you. I'm here till my battery dies. Well, hell, it ain't legal to do dynamite fishing. Thank you, Siege. I appreciate you. Hard to understand you, brother. I'm from the UK. We speak proper English over here. Sorry about that, boss. If you hang out a little while longer, you'll start to catch on. It's kind of like listening to somebody what speaks Scottish, right? It ain't quite normal, but you can pick out the words. You know what I mean? Soon outside. Interesting. Drug of choice, caffeine, and THC. I decided that real bacon grease is much better than bacon up. Didn't really care for it. Has a stale taste. It does have a weird taste, Kevin. It isn't exactly bacon grease. You know what I mean? It's purified, and I think some of the impurities are what make bacon grease so good. Win another 5! Appalachia rings through the hills. Well, in proper English, has had time to evolve, but I also have an appreciation for it as well. Thank you, Chicken on Biscuits. I appreciate you. Next, don't ask Red. You ate dinosaurs. I may have. I'm that old. I might eat dinosaurs. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Cool Hand Luke. I understand. Good. Know what I mean, Mar? Patrick caught that. I got to get to work, and so I'll chat with you again like really soon, Ed. Look forward to seeing what you chug next. Thank you, Jason Holly. I appreciate you. Heck yeah, Steve. You should do a stand-up comedy special. I'd love to. My buddy Biggins is a #1 comedian in Pigeon Forge, and he does the Hillbilly Bus tours. And I've thought about me and him doing like a little cross-country tour. Any pets? Of course. Yeah, Lawrence. I got a little pug dog named Amos Moses, and I got a little Whippet Feist cross that's a little spring with a body on his leg. He's like a little mini greyhound is what he looks like, but his name's Copper. And then, of course, I got my chicken. I got Henrietta, and she thinks she's a dog. Ernest goes to camp. Eggs erroneous. Remember when Nate Diaz told Conor McGregor, no one can understand you, dude? Yep. Steve says, squirrel. That's the 70s. That's Deliverance. Them weren't my people. Them's a different kind of hillbilly. You should definitely do it. Thank you. River, stream, creek. But this is a river. But I got streams, creeks, all kind of things around here. Because lots of tributaries in the mountains. When you got a lot of elevation, you got a lot of places that the water has to go, right? It has to go downhill in gravity, so it creates a lot of tributaries. Wait, are you in Tennessee? I am. I'm in East Tennessee, just outside of Gatlinburg. You got to get with Dusty Slay, the comedian. I'll have to check him out. No way, Austin Crow. Caught a ferret? Well, Amos Moses was a Cajun, and he lived by himself in the swamp. He hunted alligator for a living.
You just knock 'em in the head with a stomp. Well, Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos.
You have a good sense of humor. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate you. I think that's the way you ought to go through life, you know what I mean? About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodaux, Louisiana. This cone's put me on my arse. Nice, Davy. I'm jealous. I'm Davis. Dang, man, we're probably 40 minutes away from each other. Nice. Not far at all, see? Then Conor McGregor called Nate Diaz fat skinny or skinny fat or some shit. Freaking hilarious. Dusty's our people, man. He's hilarious. I'll have to check him out, Two-Stroke. Jeffrey, life is to make a party by yourself. No other can do it for you. That's a fact. That is a fact. How much coffee do I drink a day? I've had one Red Bull today as far as a caffeinated beverage. I don't usually drink coffee. That's not to say that I won't. Charlie, what's going on? I drink moonshine as well, right? Oh, Lord Rosemary, hold on. No, I don't know about all that. A vacation to Gatlinburg twice a year. I'll have to meet you in person. Absolutely, Austin. You just let me know. And I'll be doing lives too, so the closer it comes to it, then remind me, because I forget. Ever seen Bigfoot? I'm about a size 10.5. I'd say it's a fairly medium sized foot. 11 in some things, depending on the boot. Oh, you mean Sasquatch? No. What about Gator by Jay Reed? Everything okie dokie in the okie fanokie. That's a classic too. That Red Bull make you fly. Well, a cup or two is reasonable. Chugging it is bold. I expect you to say 2 pots. Caffeine don't do to me what it does to everybody else, man. It don't have the same effect. I'm like this pretty much all the time. Good morning. It's such a beautiful day and the water is amazing. It really is, Liz. I mean, it's gorgeous out here today. The sky's blue too. There ain't a cloud in it. The humidity is next to nothing right now. I mean, normally I got like a sticky feeling in my skin down here. Not today. It's dry as it could be. Oh, we just got the 20% battery mark. Okay. High in the woods. Well, I got a little song I've been working on called High in the Smokies. We're high in the Smokies, lost in the haze, where the trees and the rivers know most of my ways. Ain't no need to come down, I'm right where I should be, high in the Smokies, 'cause Smokies in me. Oh, I just made that up right now. I said I was working on a song, that was my working on it. Hopefully I can go back on the live and remember, because I don't remember none of it. It's a live stream on a live stream. It's head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. You bring a smile and a chuckle to a lot of us. Had to sub. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Love your videos, brother. Hope your day's amazing. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you. Pat Mahoney. I remember you got me. I will, Lawrence. Trust me. And I'll still be trying to read all the comments and get behind. Just want to say thank you for being a real person. We'd love to sit and drink a few with you. Thank you, Charlie. That's all I know how to be. It is a bit crazy, Turkey's Nest. Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot, toot. I ain't got my corncob pipe no more. I used to have it, but then TikTok started getting on me for chewing on a corncob pipe in a video. They said I was a promoting backer use or whatever. Popeye the Stoner Man. Hello, good morning to you. Happy Friday from North London. Wrestling fan, what's going on? It's good to see you. If you could have dinner with anyone, wait. Oh, if I could have dinner with anyone, it'd be me. Nice. That'd be awesome. Come on this way. We'll grab a bite to eat. I do like food. I'm telling you, you could be a Red Bull athlete. Chugging is considered a sport. I know. If they would bring it into a sport, competitive drinking, I'm down. Azalea 6. How you doing? Greetings from Switzerland. Mmm. Chocolate and skiing. That's what I think of when I say Switzerland. Also, IKEA? Is that right? Green River, Utah. What's going on, Frankie Bishop? Good to see you. Chicken and lobsters. One of the best live streams I've seen yet. Really? I love that, guys. Thank y'all so much. Now, who would you have if I could choose? Now, live or dead? Just anybody that's ever existed? Or just somebody right now? What do you mean? What's the categories here? Dave, I appreciate you watching too, bud. I don't know the whole song. The Okie Doke, the sheriff ain't snooping around, so cook that moonshine down. I've heard the song, but I don't know it. Otherwise, I'd sing it. I'd like you to set up a fan mail so we can send you cool stuff. I'm gonna set up a P.O. box because I've got asked by a bunch of people literally in the last week to set one up. I'm gonna do that for you guys. I'm finding, yeah, chocolate is fire. It is. I'd love to have some like real Swiss-made chocolate. I'll get there one day. Do a traveling video. Oh, Swedish. Yeah, IKEA is Swedish. That's right. That's why I was like, question mark? What do you think of here, Amsterdam? Red light district and cannabis, and also canals. That's what I think of. IKEA's made in China. See you behind the badge. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out so long with us. This has been an amazing live. Are the lobsters going to go extinct? I doubt it, Mike Gargak. I mean, at some point, yeah, potentially. I mean, they've been here for millions of years, but who knows? Jeffrey, you're just saying wild stuff now. Amsterdam? Oh, Amsterdam, like Amsterdam. Yeah, that's what I think. Amsterdam. I was like, hey, don't build dams. That's beavers. John Moses. Oh, dead or alive. K-Dot, y'all need to chill. Who wants moonshine before noon, right? No, I didn't give up. I have it. I'm going to get on my other phone here in a minute. So as soon as I kill this live stream, guys, we going live again. I got another phone that I'm going to set up and go on it. It's got a battery charge, and I'm going to hook up the microphone to see if that's any better. Yes, Red is the best stream. You look like a smart genius. You talk about every topic perfect. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that. I don't know about perfect. I just do my best. I met you in Gatlinburg. You were working at the smoke shop. Always a pleasure to see you. Keep the good work, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No beavers here. We got a lot of that, Jeffrey. The beard, though, I'm jealous of AF, brother. Thank you, Pat. The Caribou Lou. Ooh, I like that 151, son. And carrot juice. Oh, wait. Pineapple juice. Is that a carrot or a pineapple? I can't tell. Oh, yeah, we were talking about if I could have dinner with anybody. Who would that be? If I could have dinner with anybody, who would that be? Dead or alive? Man, there's so many people. I think if I had to go dead or alive, it would be Leonardo da Vinci. And also, I'd need Google Translate. I don't speak Italian, but I think the man had a very unique brain. I think he was a very unique individual. Plus, I like Italian food. Hopefully, he likes spaghetti. Thank you, Smokey. I appreciate you. What class you graduated? Class of 2003. Who'd you rather steel hand edition? Who would I rather have in a steel? Oh, Dolly Parton would be good, but I met Dolly a bunch of times. Beezer Howard. Oh, as a steel hand? Tickle. That's what Tickle is, a steel hand. I know he went to like Moonshine and later, but Tickle just a steel hand. He's probably the better one. But as far as in the movie, or as far as in the show, I think Tickle everybody thinks Tickle as one of the main characters, but really, yeah, he started as a Tim Steelhand. Oh, my singing mic? Laugh Hunter, I appreciate you. Great for sampling. Which one? Like the little ones that I had on my thing, or like the big microphone? ZZ Top son, thank you, user. So you must be like 4240. Nice, Ninja Boss. I heard you were gonna get a new job. That's awesome. I'll be listening, but I gotta get ready before the boss fires me. My wife. I hear you, Scott. Straighten up now. Happy spouse, happy house. Come on. Actually, this phone's about to die, guys, so I'm going to have to cut it short. It's just give me another warning there. Listen, I say it a lot, but I mean it a lot. I absolutely love you humans. I'm about to start another live stream. Make sure you jump into the next one. We have more things to talk about. I hope y'all have the best day of your entire life on this day right here. Hope tomorrow's even better.